Dedication, hard work. Dedication, hard work. I'm a one-man army. One-man army. The world can go against me. I'm still come on top. I got God on my side. Dedication, hard work. 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 Dedication, hard work.
Hello, what is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. This is Infinite Flight, and it is Friday night flight. So hyped about this one, guys. I have missed the last couple of weeks, and I've been very upset about it, but hey, nothing I can do about that. Got a lot of stuff going on. I gotta take care of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But we are back. Friday Night Flight Stream Train returns once again. We are here at Glasgow, and we are headed to Manchester for our final stop, but we're actually gonna have a little fun with this one today and make a couple stops. I think we're stopping in I already forgot the name of it. It's what the heck is it? Dublin, maybe? No, Belfast. Stopping in Belfast, what I believe is in Ireland. So yeah, some short UK hops today, flying Jet 2. I've never flown this airline. Honestly, before Infinite Flight, had no idea this airline existed because I am from the United States. And we don't know too much about some of you guys' small airlines. But let's get started and have a little fun. We got two stops, like I said. Sometimes I prefer to do short, like, flights so that I can just, I don't know, have more ups and downs rather than sitting in the air for 2 hours or 3 hours or however long it's going to be. I believe we do have ATC here in Glasgow. People are already taxiing to take off, so let's hurry up before we end up at the back of the line. We don't want that. So I've already got my flight plan put in. We'll take a look at that later. Let's go ahead and we have Echo. I already listened to the ATIS, so we'll go to the ground and we'll go ahead and request pushback.
Glasgow ground. Bravo Lima uniform Oscar November.
Okay, he's gone. Never mind. We'll just push back on our own. But there is somebody back there, so we can't really move right now. And I try to just encourage you guys to just not be respectful to everybody else out here in the on the ramp. If you see somebody behind you, don't push back. Like, wait for them to move and then push back, even if you're in a hurry. That's just common courtesy, you feel me? So waiting for this guy. I assume he's starting his engines or something. Once he moves, we'll push back, but we'll go ahead and turn on the seatbelt signs, nav lights, and beacons as the pushback truck comes up. Matter of fact, ground is coming back online. Might have been a controller change or something like that. And I see you guys asking questions on the chat. Yes, this is the expert server. That is a server that I always do my Infinite Flight streams on, because it's a little bit better of the skill level is better. You also, whenever you do expert server, you know you're flying with people who at least spent a decent amount of time in the game. It's not people who just downloaded it like 30 minutes ago or an hour ago or whatnot. So let's go ahead and talk to the ground now and request pushback.
Taxiing to runway 5, Glasgow ground, Blue 116, ready for pushback with information echo.
Pushback approved. Bravo Lima uniform.
I hope position. That's what I was expecting. I mean, we got two planes behind us, so we can't really taxi right now. There's a plane landing on the runway. It looks like an A330, most likely. I don't know who that is. It's like a plain one. There's like no livery on that.
Channels 347, ready to taxi to runway 5 with
Oh, I guess I have to
information
reply the whole position.
Holding position, Blue 116.
Let me know if you can hear the sounds all right. As long as you can hear the let's see, runway 1505. All right, Roger. All right, pushing back. But let me know if you can hear the in-game sounds. Okay, I need to make sure that we get that set up now, so we don't have to worry about it later. All right, again, beacon lights are on. We'll go ahead and start engine number 2 while we're pushing back. We'll push back right here on the taxiway behind us. Or I should say the entrance of the taxiway from the terminal area. Okay, already. That didn't take long. Funny thing is, when I get a call, the stream will end because my stream is not connected to my phone. But me being connected to the Infinite Flight server, that is what the issue is. So that's why you see all the planes disappearing. And I've mentioned this before, and this is my only mobile device to play Infinite Flight on, so those things happen from time to time. So just please, just know that. All right, starting engine number 1. All right, it's cool. Everybody thing loaded back in. I think what's gonna kill it though is that we had Infinite Assistant. Like, you heard the announcements going on, and now we're not gonna get any more announcements because whenever somebody calls, it like disconnects any third-party apps that are connected to it. Really cool if there's a way to fix that. All right, we're pushed back. Let's go ahead and request taxi. He gave us runway 05. We'll just say active. So flaps 5. No, 5? Yeah, 5. All right. Taxi runway 05, tower when ready.
Sierra Tango Echo Romeo Oscar Sierra, taxi to parking.
Releasing the parking brake.
To runway 5, Blue
Give way to aircraft on your
Glasgow
right.
ground,
I
Romeo
assume he's
Alpha
talking about
Victor
him.
India November,
So
ready
we'll
to
do that.
taxi. Taxiing to parking.
Give way to aircraft, Blue 116.
Nah, go ahead. He told us to give way to you, so we're waiting for you. What's up, Bob? Been a while since we've seen you, man. Been away from the cockpit a little while.
Holding position, November 479 Alpha Foxtrot.
So we do have 2 hops. First stop's gonna be what did I say? I already forgot. Darn.
274 heavy, ready to taxi
Belfast.
to runway 5
Thank you.
with
Belfast is our first stop. I believe we'll only be going up to 16,000 for the first leg.
Glasgow ground, Blue 18017.
Make sure you pack enough fuel for the entire flight, because in Belfast we will only be doing a touch and go to save time.
Blue 18017, taxi
And 05 will be over here on the left, where that TBM is currently taking off at.
Runway 5, Blue 18017.
Come on. Gotta stay on the yellow line.
Romeo Alpha Victor
Not too
India
bad, not too
November.
bad.
Give way to aircraft ahead.
Alright, cool. Let's do real quick before takeoff checklist. Alright, nav lights are on, beacon lights are on. Both engines are in the green. Seatbelt signs, no smoking signs are on. Flaps are set for takeoff. Trim, we haven't done that yet. I'll do 20.
Pushback approved. November 4
Trim is set. It might be a little high. Altitude, I'm just gonna go ahead and put that directly to 16,000. We usually go to 12,000 and then continue, but we'll do 16 today. And that's it. That's good. Also, we have our flight plan already in the, you could say FMS.
Foxtrot Oscar X-ray 1, ready to taxi with information Foxtrot. Easy 0037.
Alright, so looks like we're gonna be number 1, 2, 3, 4.
Taxi to runway 5.
Take off runway 05.
Tower when ready.
And if you are asking any questions in chat, don't worry, I'm gonna get back to you once we get in the air. It's gonna be a short cruise. We have 2 flights. The second flight will be a little bit longer, flying from Belfast to Manchester. But I'll do my best to answer any questions you guys have or anything you want to ask. EasyJet is actually another good option if you're not into Jet 2. EasyJet is a good option for you to fly in the Airbus. And we'll stop right here. But yeah, man, it's been 2 weeks honestly since I've done Friday night flight. Been looking forward to getting back. I was actually gonna do last week, and but I had to as you guys know, I went to the hospital with my mom. I was taking care of that. Or being there with her for that. Matter of fact, actually, until yesterday, it was an entire week that I was not able to stream just because things kept coming up, you know. But I have to remind you, this is not my full-time job, so work and other things will always come first until that happens. If I become
Monarch 318, give way to aircraft on your right.
Up in there, we're having some. Is it me? It's probably me. So let's try. I'm gonna swipe down here. I'm gonna turn my Wi-Fi off because I think I'm pretty sure I've been playing with 4G lately and not Wi-Fi because my Wi-Fi has been trash lately. And now he's a UFO. I guarantee you though, that's me though, that's not him. Yeah, it is. I knew it. I was disconnecting. So let's see. Let's see if I can get my connection right before we get off of the ground. I had this fixed, but it's been like a week since I've flown. Alright, we should be next up. Go to the whole short line and we'll make sure we're on frequency. You need to switch the tower. And hit the brakes right there. Nice. Real quick, to brief our departure here. Alright, so we're taking off to the northeast. We'll pretty much fly runway heading for a bit, and we'll probably circle to the north of the runway and continue back south to our first waypoint to go on to our flights. Let's go. See, request takeoff runway 05. Departing. Did I say straight out? Because I'm gonna do like a loop thing. Because I don't really know which one to say. Because technically I'm flying east, but then I'm gonna go north and then I'm gonna go south. So I don't know what to tell them. Oh man. Let's see, because last time I told them the wrong thing, they told me to check the freaking whatever forums, and I hate when they say that. So I'm just gonna say straight out.
Glasgow Tower, Blue 116.
And we'll do our thing afterwards.
Runway 5, departing straight.
Alright, clear for takeoff. Land lights on, strobe lights on.
Cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff.
Please park and brake.
Runway 5, Blue 116.
Turn our hood back on. And we will fly runway heading until we'll probably stay on runway heading until he gives us a frequency change. It's been a while since I have flown in the UK. Actually, my favorite part of the UK is this part around Manchester, the northern part of the United Kingdom. This is my favorite part. All right, calibrated my screen. Power is coming up. We have a 9-knot crosswind.
Glasgow Tower, Blue 18017, ready for takeoff at runway 5, departing west.
There's 100 knots. Again, Infinite Flight Assistant has been disconnected since I got a phone call. And there's 140. And that wind, as soon as I lifted that front wheel, that wind just kicked us to the right. I didn't have enough rudder in it. That's one thing that I need to personally work on in general in every flight simulator, and that is crosswind correction. Alright, so I'm actually gonna disconnect. Here we go, disconnect. Frequency change approved. Good day, Blue 116. When fly runway heading, I was disconnecting the autopilot is what I was trying to say, so that I can fly by hand. Get a good feel of how the weather is feeling for me, how the plane is feeling for me. And I can see we do have traffic to our north, which is off our left. That's like at our, what is that, 9 o'clock. He is 4,000 above, so he shouldn't be a factor. I'm gonna keep climbing up, runway heading for a bit, just for spacing. Again, I will remind you guys, spacing, at least 10 mile spacing would be amazing if we could do that through this entire trip. Because I don't know if we're gonna have ATC in Belfast. I'm not really sure if we're gonna have ATC there. So if we can have great spacing leading up to that first stop, we won't have any issues with people landing on top of each other. So we're gonna kind of drift off to the left here, start moving north, and make our climbing left turn. We're at 190 knots right now on the climb. We can go a bit faster than that if we want. I'm gonna go ahead and let speed control that. Climb at about 220. Not in too much of a hurry. Short leg here.
Glasgow Tower, Janux 274 heavy, ready for takeoff at runway 5.
And go ahead and bring that vertical speed down a bit, bring that nose down. Oh yeah, I love Glasgow, man. It's a beautiful departure out here. The mountains. We're not too far from the ocean. We won't see the ocean, not for a while until we cross over outside of UK, heading into Ireland. So we'll go ahead and change frequencies. We'll switch to Unicom. Uh-oh, not Unicom, we'll just tune out. Nice. So before anybody gets there, let me go ahead and just mention that I do not plan on making a full stop in Belfast today. In order to save time and not have to wait back in line, I plan on doing a touch and go at our first stop, and then we'll do a full stop in Manchester for our final stop, just to save time. I mean, we could just do a full stop landing, and then it'll take us an extra like 20 minutes or 30 minutes because other people are going to be landing and all that kind of stuff. So one thing I do like about doing multiple stops though is it gives other people who may not have been here at the beginning of the stream a chance to jump in and do the second leg with us if they're not here right now. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. Alright, so I'm kind of using Jack here as a reference to where I want to be. We're just kind of slowly climbing. Again, I'm not in a big hurry. We're pretty much on a what's that, a left downwind, runway 05 of Glasgow. It would be good to at least get above 10,000 feet to get off that safe altitude. I can't help it. I can't help but look out the window. I feel like if I was a real pilot. Is my gear up? Oh my god, are you serious? My gear's been down this whole time? Thank you guys. That's hilarious. How did I forget to put the gear up? The things that happen when you're only on the inside view. That's so funny. Thank you guys for that. My co-pilot's right there. Oh, that's funny. I'm over here talking like when I'm flying by hand, I'm usually not reading the chat because it's hard to read and fly and look down and all that at the same time. All right, here comes 10,000. That is hilarious. No wonder we were going so slow. All right, there's 10,000 feet. I'm gonna go ahead and turn autopilot on. We're gonna continue our climb up to 16,000. Bring our vertical speed down a bit. Speed up slightly. I'm not sure how fast he's going. Don't want to overtake him. We're still in heading mode. We're not yet flying direct to our waypoint. Nice. Go landing lights off. I will leave the seatbelt signs on. It's a short flight, so we'll probably only serve a few snacks. Goodbye from Glasgow. That was so funny. I can't believe I forgot to put the gear up. Oh, it's me. Alright, so Mr. Jack MCO is 355 knots, so he is faster than me. That's good. He's at 14.5, heading 206. Make a left turn here, a few degrees. I'm kind of gonna vector myself to my first waypoint. I think maybe probably be 180, like direct south, something like that. Nice, nice. All right, there's 16,000. We're leveling off. I'm gonna speed up. We won't be going Mach speeds today because we're gonna be too low for that. So I'm probably gonna try for 310. Yeah, we'll go for 310, and we'll just see how everybody goes up ahead of us. Let's try 310 though as our cruise speed, and we are not very far at all. I'm gonna show you here on the map where we're going. Yeah, that's our first waypoint, and then basically we have like 3 waypoints, and then we're freaking at Belfast right here. Belfast International, which is the winds are 110 at 8, and visibility is 21. It is a Class Charlie. All right, let's go ahead and go into nav mode. All right, it's gonna turn us on course. We'll stay at 16,000 as I said. Land lights are off, just doing our checks once again, and we're good to go, guys. We're cruising. We'll be up here for a while, but we're cruising. We're chilling. So how you guys doing? I don't think we're gonna have any ATs here. Highly doubt it. And if not, that is okay. That just means that we need to be spaced out well. I think we will be. We'll be fine. Well, let me see. Let me see. Blair, we're flying over your house. That's legit. It's just funny because I really do like it over here. Like, I like it out here. What's up, Skyhawk? Good to see you, man. Seneca, you know what's funny? I don't even want to say it. I had a surprise for you last week, and I wasn't able to stream. So, but it's coming. So, don't you miss a single stream, Seneca, because I got a surprise for you. But what was I gonna say? Hugo, what's up, man? About to land at wherever that is. Sounds cool, good. Probably Amsterdam or Hugo. The only place you ever fly is Amsterdam and Innsbruck. Like, I feel like that's your assigned route, is Amsterdam to Innsbruck and back, and that's all you fly in the Zebo. That's only thing I ever see. Let's see. Captain sign. Who's holding you? What do you mean somebody's holding you? What is it that you mean, sir? Can't believe I left my gear down. I mean, I can believe it, but at the same time, I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? But I really like it out here, and the funny thing is I don't fly out here as much as I feel that I should. And because a lot of people, when they fly in the UK, they fly to London. That gets so old. It's so old so fast. Like, I'm so over flying in the freaking Heathrow, you know. But the northern part of UK, I love this part. I really do. And I don't know why I don't fly out here more often in all the sims, honestly. In Infinite Flight X Plane, whatever it is. It looks really good. Really interesting. It's not as boring as the southern part of UK. No offense. I mean by, like, scenery wise. And Jet2 was an airline that I've never flown. Like, again, when I mentioned in the beginning of the stream, like, I've never even knew anything about this airline until Infinite Flight itself. It's the only time I ever seen the livery, anything, you know. So it's interesting. Let's get some tunes playing, man. Get some chill vibes. Rory's saying, am I connected to VATSIM? No, this is Infinite Flight. Infinite Flight does not connect to VATSIM, but that would be a really good idea if somebody could make that happen. No, that wouldn't be. That wouldn't actually. I don't know. What do you guys think? What if Infinite Flight could connect to VATSIM somehow? What server would you use? Like casual, I guess? Because the thing is, if you connect to VATSIM, wouldn't, I don't know, that would be a big project for somebody. If they really want Infinite Flight to connect to VATSIM, which is for PC sims, that would definitely fill the Infinite Flight skies a lot more, and you'd get some vocal ATC, but you'd have to have a whole new client or something like that for that. But I don't know. That's not my project. If you want to make that happen, get your programming on. Skyhawk, we're flying first stop to Belfast and second stop to Manchester. That is also in the description if any of you guys want to know. Matter of fact, I didn't put the whole thing in there. I should have put the whole thing in there. I'm gonna put the whole flight plan, even the description, all that stuff. And special thanks to Walking Fruit today, being our fill-in flight director. Starley is on vacation or something. I don't know. He's out, and so I had Walking Fruit help me out with the flight plan today. So special thanks to him. Greatly appreciated, my friend. Whenever I have you guys helping me out with the flight planning section of the live stream, it definitely frees me up to be able to focus on other things and get started as close to on time as possible. David, you can't go around saying EGNM in chat, otherwise a wild Seneca will appear. That's hilarious. Thank you, Oscar. Appreciate it, man, for controlling us in was it Glasgow? I'm forgetting all the airports today. I should try VATSIM to put my skills to the test. Are you new? I guess you're new to the channel. You must be new to the channel. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, so this week I was thinking, you know, because Friday Night Flight is featuring Manchester and a lot of not small, but a lot of airports near it. Like it's a lot of really short routes that they're featuring. And I was like, you know what? Let's do multiple hops. Let's do. I don't want to just fly from A to B. Let's do A to B to C. Let's add a C to it. But yeah. Kevin, that's Chanix. I guess you changed your channel name. Welcome back, man. Good to see you. It's a little dark on my camera. It's been really overcast here where I live, and it's had some really bad storms last night, and we're expecting some more bad storms coming up today as well. Yeah, the idea of Infinite Flight and VATSIM working together somehow is interesting, but at the same time would require beyond expert server knowledge to make it happen correctly. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, like, yeah. It takes a little bit more. Appreciate it, tryme. Thank you very much. Chill time, yes sir. Somebody was asking, so just to get this out the way, there's no new news, but we know the A350 is coming. When, we do not know. We also know that the X-Cub is coming to Infinite Flight. That is a tail dragger general aviation aircraft that is coming. So all the VFR general aviation people out there are super hyped about that. And yeah, but that's all we know. I mean, they keep it. We've been seeing a lot of developer updates, which I like. I'm really happy with the amount of developer updates we've been getting. Oh wow, we are coming in high. Shoot. Yeah. Shoot. All right, we have just enough space to make a 360 here and descend. So we're gonna do that. I'll descend. I'm so used to longer flights, I guess, that I forgot that I didn't forget. I don't know. I guess I forgot. Alright, so we're gonna descend about 2,000 feet per minute. Spoilers out. And we're gonna send down to, whoa. Let's just do 10,000 for now. Not be crazy. Let's not be crazy. And let's check on what the airport elevation is in Belfast. Again, guys, please space out. If you have to enter in a pattern, that would be helpful as well. It looks like winds are actually in favor of 07. So I would not recommend you guys. I know the flight plan says 25, but the winds are in favor of wait a second, no, I'm sorry, 17. Oh wait, either or. Let's see. 268 feet. Okay, weather is 1107. So let's go with both runways. What? How long are they? All right, so the 07 is the long runway. So if you let's wait. Hold on. Let me look at it again. Let me look at it one more time. 0725 is 9,000 feet. 1735 is 5,000 feet. So let's do 07. I know some of you guys are already kind of like on final. If you could swing that thing around, let's do a right traffic into runway 07. If you hear my voice, right traffic into 07, that would be best. Winds are in favor of 07. 07 is a long runway. It'll be easier to do a touch and go if you land there. So I'm actually going to go ahead and vector myself to the south of the airport. This beat got me feeling real good. Alright, nav mode off. And if you guys are actually listening to me, this could work out. But if you're not, this is going to be freaking chaos. That's my fault for not mentioning this earlier, though. Yeah, we're like really close. Let's see, traffic 4,000 below us. We have escorting traffic 1,000 feet above us. I'm gonna make my left turn to the south, like I said. Thank you, Simulate. Appreciate it, man. Manchester looks really busy. Hope you have extra fuel. Yes, I agree. Alright, so far it looks like most of you guys are actually turning. I do appreciate that, guys. Thank you guys so much for listening. It'll make this so much more smoother. So yes, I mean, it looks like you guys are going to the north, which is fine. You can do left traffic as well, but I'm going to be doing right traffic. That means I'm going to go to the south and land into a right downwind for runway 07. That is my plan. If you want to land on a crossing runway, feel free to do that too. Just make sure you space yourself out well. So we're going to continue to follow behind Jack here, which both of us are just way too high. I'm going to get my speed down so that we can continue our descent and go down like 220, whatever. Flight spoils are still out. Once our speed gets below 250 knots, we can descend below 10,000 feet. So right now we kind of just had a cruise here until our speed comes down. Right now we're at 275 knots. Kind of take a look at the map again. All right, we're good. So I'm kind of flying away from the airport, which is okay because it's gonna give me some more time to descend. So it's just, again, guys, just keep an eye on the map, keep an eye on your spacing, and do whatever you can to try and space yourself from the aircraft ahead of you, because everybody's trying to get down, and it's kind of a weird approach, weird last minute change to the approach, but it happens. All right, well, now we are slow enough to descend below 10,000. We're gonna go down to, I'm gonna go to 3,000 for now. For vertical speed 1,500, maybe 18. Let's do 18. No, let's do 15 because we'll be below 10, and I am always afraid that the aircraft is gonna speed up faster than I would like it to. Let's go to the right just slightly. We're gonna go direct south, 180 in the heading. All right, good. Actually, I do still see one person landing 2-5. It was always the one. Mr. Jet Aviation. I appreciate it, Wham. He's doing right traffic. Looks good. Jack MCO's doing right traffic. Fox is on right traffic. We got GAH, he's on right traffic, that's good. Blue 129's on left traffic, that's all good. And Chanix, I think that's who that is. Chanix Raven, Blue 18017. You guys could enter into the pattern. Preferably right traffic, but won't kill you if you do left traffic as long as you don't kill anybody. Alright, check our speed. Alright, we're looking good. We'll go to 1800 feet per minute. We're at 9,000. And technically on a crosswind 07. I'll make a right turn for our just disconnected. Make a right turn for our downwind leg, which will probably be at a heading like 250 or something like that. Let's try that. That's too much. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and get on to was it Unicom? We should be close enough. What is it? What's the EGAA is the airport we're landing at, so we should be close enough to actually tune into that Unicom. There it is. Alright, cool. So please report your position because there is no ATC. There you go. You guys are doing a great job already. I don't need to tell you. I don't need to tell you nothing. That sounds fine too. If you guys want to skip Belfast and go straight to Manchester, that's all good with me. It's up to you. If you just want to fly over here, if you just want to transition over Belfast instead, that's all good. Alright, we're at 7,000. We're on a pretty far out right downwind. We'll go ahead and let people know where we are. Report position. We are on a right downwind runway 07.
Belfast Uniform, Blue 116 is on right downwind, runway
Really
7.
far out though, honestly.
Belfast Unicom, Juliet Alpha Charlie Kilo Mike Charlie 05 is 10 nautical miles to the southwest at 7,100 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make straight in for runway 7.
So fun. Just looking at this, it's like this could be really bad or really good. No, but I think these guys here, let's see, they're pretty high, so they're not even landing. Raven and Chanix, I don't think they're like 9,000 feet above us, so they're just gonna fly straight over the airport and then continue. And some of us are gonna land here and continue to Manchester, but hopefully you have extra fuel because Manchester, as they say, is looking pretty busy. So we may have some pretty crazy, not crazy, but some lengthy vectors to get into. And we're at 4,000. It's gonna slow our descent. We're pretty far.
Belfast Unicom, Hotel India Bravo Lima
And
Uniform
I'm gonna
is 9
start
nautical
kind of
miles to the southwest at
heading to the right. Here we go.
5,500.
That way.
Will make right
That should
traffic
work.
for runway 7.
Spacing looks pretty good right now between us and GAH16, who I assume we would sequence ourselves behind. We also have Blue 129 to the north. And is he landing? Yeah, he's landing. Like Jack MCO will probably land first.
Romeo Echo Golf November 9, taxi into runway 17.
After that will be GAH. And then probably Blue 129. So we'll probably get right behind him because there's a lot of space between me and the airport. So he could probably sequence himself before us. I'm going to speed up as well, just a little bit. And we're actually going to hold 3,000.
Hotel India Bravo Lima uniform is on final. Runway 7.
Jet Aviation had a successful touch and go. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, this is stopping here is like my warm-up landing for the Manchester landing. So I gotta get this one right. If we don't get it right, I gotta learn from it so I can get it right the next time. It looks like such a mess on the map, but if you look at all the altitudes, it's really not that bad. Because the people who are going the opposite direction are actually like at altitude. They're like at cruise. I'm just kind of watching it to make sure we don't hit anyone. One, actually, I'm seeing one issue. It's like one, Wham or W Ham. I believe he just finished his touch and go. He's on his way out. He is departing. Jack MCO's on final. And this is not the. This is actually not the ILS side either. This is the GPS approach side. RNAV. Kind of interesting, like watching and see how this all pans out. I'm pretty proud of you guys though so far. I haven't seen anybody hit fly through anyone, hopefully. And our departures, I would say our departures could probably take off runway 17 on the crossing runway. I don't see why not. Nice. Blair using Manchester as a hub. How many flights have you done already today? Alright, Chanix is on his way out. Alright, so we're same altitude with Blue 18017, and he is going 251 knots. He's slightly slower than us. Do not have visual of him on the horizon, but I do have him on the map. I'm not really sure what. I think he just changed his mind. I think he's climbing. So we were at the same altitude a second ago, and now he's climbing. So I guess we're gonna not worry about him. I think he's not gonna land. So now we're just going to follow in behind GAH16. Make a left turn back to 250. Yeah, there he is right there. Alright, so we're looking good. I think only a few of us are landing, so. Total bane. That was a freaking mess though, I gotta say. My bad, seriously. I wasn't paying it. I didn't realize that the flight plan had us going the opposite direction of what we should have been going. What's up, Dylan? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. We got Blue 129 and GIGTO. Separation looks fine. Jack MCO is also on final. He looks good. Just a touch and go, so he'll be gone before he even gets anywhere near the runway. Now, the one thing that would screw all this up is if somebody came on the 27, was that 28, 25 side trying to land. That would be ridiculous. I'm still confused, like Chanix, are you landing or not? Like, I thought you were not gonna land, but now you look like you're configuring yourself to land. Can't see what you're doing. Ryan, you're behind me, sounds good, man. Sounds good. Man, it's so dark. I'm actually gonna get I'm gonna get like a light, like a ring light for this room, so that even when the weather is not that great, I don't look black as heck. I should say dark. I don't want to offend anybody. But you know what I'm saying. What's up, Apollinario? Good to see you, man. What do you mean you're at EGCC but no grouping? What does that mean? This honestly would have been a really good TVM flight too. Alright, so it looks like Chanix is gonna land. Just what he just said. Inbound touch and goes. Make straight in 07. Alright.
Inbound for touch and goes. We'll make straight in for runway 7.
Once we take off, once we do our touch and go in Belfast, we'll depart to the right. Oh, there's two Channings here.
7 nautical miles to the
I didn't
west
realize
of
that there was two Channings here.
2,500 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make straight in for runway 7. Belfast Unicom. Victor India Papa Echo Romeo 86. Holding short runway 7.
Belfast Unicom, Ryanair 363, taxiing to runway 7.
Let's go ahead and make our right turn here. We don't need to, where spacing looks great, so we'll make a right turn to about 330. And we're good to know we're turning on our right base. 007.
Belfast Unicum, Blue 116 is on right base, runway 7.
Belfast Unicum, Janux 274 Heavy is on
I don't know about
final,
you, but sometimes it's
runway
pretty
7.
fun to do just pattern work with like a full like traffic pattern and have everybody call in their positions and stuff. So we have somebody else who just joined the party. He's on a what looks like a very tight left base, November 479 or Alpha Foxtrot. And then we also have, for some reason, Channix 227 is coming in on 25, the opposite side. This looks like a very bad problem. Kevin, Mister, have you not heard? We're not landing 25. So if you are attempting to land 25, please go around. Go around and make right traffic. Port landing. I know, what is he doing? I just want to watch this unfold. Can we just watch this? Can we put on some suspicious music and see what happens here? Yeah, he's definitely trying to land. He's like minus 30 and he's minus 28. So he is on the glide slope trying to land. Because we're at 3,000 feet. So he is like 100 feet off the ground. Actually, no, we're at 4,000. I'm actually gonna make a right turn as well because we're about to pass it.
Belfast Unicum, Golf Alpha Hotel 16.
What is he doing? I think he's landing for real though. What do you mean you might collide? You're definitely gonna collide. So guys, this is a good example of what you don't do. This person is obviously not paying attention or something. Yeah, he landed. He's on the ground, and now GA16 is going around. Yep. So that's the kind of stuff right there. He needs to be ghosted and sent back to training server for a week or something like that. Honestly. All right, we're landing. We have two more people on final. He needs to get off the runway. If he's not already off of it. He's using the entire runway as well. Is he doing a touch and go? Yeah, I don't know what this guy is doing. Alright, now he disconnected. He like just fell off the face of the earth. Yeah, so don't do that, guys. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. It's just crazy because we've all, like, when I mentioned it, I felt bad because I mentioned it last minute, yes. But everybody else has dispersed into the pattern very professionally, and I'm very proud of all you guys. You guys did a great job, by the way. And then one person, it always got to be one. Always got to be one person that don't want to follow rules, follow directions, and land on the opposite side of the runway when the pattern is landing on 07. So anyways, we are looks like number 3. Number 3 for landing. Calibrate my screen. Making sure we got GPS 07 ready. We are doing a touch and go here. Gonna go ahead and the report position on final. 07. And we have the traffic, I believe, in sight. There's the airport there. Lane lights are on, check. Sequel signs are on, check. Killing the music, check. Calibrating my screen, check. I'm actually gonna turn off autopilot and we're gonna fly it all the way down. Get our speed back to about 190, 180, 170 works too. Oh wait, heading is still on. I was like, why can't I turn? All right, there we are. All right, easy, easy, easy. There we go.
Ryanair 363 is taking off runway 7, departing east.
There's our, all right, we overshot it a little bit, so it's off to our left. We're 8 miles out, and we are high
Belfast
and fast. Let me put the spoilers out.
Holding short runway 7.
Just try to make some last minute corrections here. Wish me luck, guys. We kind of were distracted by trying to see if that guy was gonna survive or not. There's a glide slope. I'm gonna pull the nose up, and you usually, actually, you always want to intercept the glide slope from underneath, not from above, like I just did just now. All right, let's go gear down. Flaps 5. I feel like I'm having to pull this thing so far back. I'm gonna add some more trim. And how's our wind situation looking? We have 4 knots at where we are right now. And now we are low. Let's get rid of these spoilers. Going to spoilers to armed. Flaps are 5. We're 4 miles out.
Belfast Unicum, Chanox 274 Heavy is clear of all runways.
Belfast Unicum, Chanox 592, crossing runway 17.
Belfast Unicom, Chanox 227 is clear of all runways.
I don't like the HUD on, or the map on. Whenever I'm trying to land, it just takes up too much space on my screen and I can't see. Alright, kind of coming in low. And we're a little heavy on this first landing because we're still full of fuel for our second flight. Keeping that in mind. And I have visual of the runway. Gear is down, 3 green. So we're adding in some flaps. A lot more flaps. We're a little late in the flaps. Alright, now we're even with the glide slope. Very close to it. Flaps 30. And now we're high, of course.
500. 400.
Oh, this is not looking good.
300.
Let's make the best of it. Come on, you can do it. Come on.
200.
Up, 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 up.
50.
Shoot. I'm freaking going around. This is not good. Alright, we're going around, guys. Off to Manchester. Oh gosh. That approach was unstable from like 10 miles away, so let's head south. I mean, you could predict that was coming. That had go around written all over it. All over it. Alright, flaps up. We're gonna climb up to 25,000. Now we're heading to the east, so you don't have a odd 1,000 feet.
Belfast Unicom, Monarch 318
Our autopilot set.
runway 7.
Belfast Unicum, Chanox 274
Climb
Heavy,
about 3,000.
taxiing to runway 7.
If 5,000 is set, spoilers are set to off. Trim, we'll bring it back down. And we're good. So let's take a look at our flight plan as we head now to Manchester. And we're actually going to pick up our flight plan at PEPOD. Activate that leg. We're not on navigation mode yet, so it's not going to do anything. I just wanted to know where it was. That right there's going to show us, so it's actually 143.
Crossing runway 17.
It's in the... You can always go around, guys. That's what you call a professional touch and go. What's up, Universal Lemon? I just barely saw that message. I know it's been here for a while. I just barely seen it just now. Ooh-wee. Okay, off to Manchester. We're gonna get off of Unicon now. That was horrible. That was gonna be one nasty landing if I would have went for it. That was gonna be nasty. I would rather just go around. Mr. EG and M, I assume that's Seneca. Yes, it is, of course, in the F-22. Alright, so for you guys who are up ahead of us, how is the airspace around Manchester looking for you guys? How's it looking down there? Is it real busy? How long is the wait to get a table? There is no approach in Manchester. That's scary. I think we need one. 2 ground, 2 towers, and 8s. Interesting. Alright, so what I'm going to do, look at my flight plan. Instead of just hitting nav now, because that's going to make me join that pink line, I just want to go direct to PEPOD. So let me go do that. I think I have to click on it, right? Yeah, click on it. Right, I want to keep my flight plan. We are. And hit nav. Alright, we're at 10,000 feet. Landing light's gonna go off. We can now go faster. 300 knots. Keep our vertical speed as is. Just gonna leave the HUD on to the minimum. And the rest of that looks good. Just a little busy. Alright, not too bad. So today, depending on how it goes, it really depends. Yesterday I did a what I call a double header, where I had two live streams. They were both racing. I did the F1 race first, and then I did iRacing later on. Cause I hadn't streamed the whole week. I mean, I haven't streamed in a week until yesterday, and falling behind. You know, I have series that I'm doing, like the F1 series I'm doing. I'm trying to get that finished before a new game comes out, and so depending on work and just, you know, stuff around here, I'm gonna try to do a second stream today. So this one's Infinite Flight, obviously that's what we're doing right now, but then later, I don't know what time, really have no idea what time. I may try to squeeze in a second stream, but that one will be X-Plane. So I've had an idea that I've been wanting to do, and we've kind of been doing it, just we haven't been streaming it. Like the past 2, maybe 3 weeks, me and a few other guys on X-Plane have been doing this thing we call Formation Friday, and it's when we just basically go out and just fly together, and same thing we kind of do on Infinite Flight. The only difference is we fly like actually in the formation, and we do that on Pilot Edge, because VATTIMS doesn't look very good if you do it on there. So we've been doing it on Pilot Edge the last couple of weeks, and it's been a lot of fun. We've been doing like a lot of VFR flying. It's pretty much always gonna be VFR most of the time, unless we do like DCS. But the idea behind it is not just X-Plane. It's Formation Friday in general. So basically anything that you can do in a group. So sometime it may be trucking, it may be a convoy, it may be doing ATS or European Truck Simulator in a group in a convoy where you're still technically like in a formation, or it could be DCS world where you're flying fighter jets and you're flying in formation. So that's the idea. Like I don't want to like narrow the idea down to only X-Plane. So it may be DCS, maybe trucking, and maybe whatever the heck it may be. But that's an idea we kind of had, and I haven't been streaming this. Again, this is just something we've been doing for fun on Discord on Friday when I'm free. Like later in the day, like after work, when like the house is not quiet and I'm just, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I'm actually gonna try to stream that today if I can. But there's a chance that I can. There's probably a greater chance that I can't, but I'm gonna try. So just letting you know that I'm going to attempt a second stream later tonight, and we'll just see. If not, I may still do the flight, but again, that also just depends on my own availability. What's up, Andrew? Good to see you, man. Alright, so now the information on the bottom of my screen is actually accurate. The whole time before this, it wasn't really accurate because we were flying and stopping in another location. But now it says our flight time has currently been 46 minutes, which is really not that long. I kind of thought we would have been around longer than that. Like, I wonder if we should make a second stop somewhere. Or a third stop, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, we'll see. It depends on traffic too, because traffic might it may take us long to get in there. So we have some extra time, it looks like. Oh yeah, we also gotta watch the replay. So can't be upset about that. But so yeah, we're it says about 20 minutes out, and we're 154 miles away, so we're not far at all. Again, these airports are super close, they're super short hops. Sadly, we were not able to get the wheels to touch the runway in Belfast quite. So it was just better to go around in that situation. I didn't really feel that I had enough time to keep back in the pattern and try it again. So we'll just land in Manchester. I am not feeling this music today. I need to change playlist or something. Play Euro Truck Sim multiplayer. We might. Actually, I've had Euro Truck Sim for, I don't know, probably 6 months or more. I've had it bought, like it's in my Steam library. I just haven't played it or installed it. But I got it like on sale and it was super cheap. But I do have American Truck Sim installed, and I'm thinking about getting some one of those the money cheat thing or whatever it's called, where you it gives you a bunch of like millions of dollars in game, so you don't have to worry about like playing through and earning all that money. Cause I really don't play American Truck Sim enough to try to do the whole progression system and play online. A flying NASCAR and iRacing. Yes, Raven, Pilot Edge is payware. Matter of fact, it's a subscription. It's a monthly subscription. You can actually use it for, I think it's a couple weeks. I think it's like a 7-day, 14-day, or maybe even a month trial. I'm not really sure. There is a trial though for free that you can try. Usually I recommend, if you're gonna do the trial for Pilot Edge, that you actually go and do like some of the training that they have, like the cat ratings, like I did a year ago. Because that way you'll learn, because Pilot Edge can be overwhelming. Jack Walker, is this aircraft payware or not? This is Infinite Flight, and Infinite Flight is not free, so every plane is payware. Vash, I did update my Twitch. Yeah, my Twitch says category Infinite Flight, so I don't know what happened with you. What up, Will Davey? Good to see you, man. But if you're looking for iRacing stream, that happened yesterday. Oh wow, look at this. Okay, you're right. My bad, Vash. My bad. You are correct. What the heck? Did I not hit update? Yeah, I think I didn't hit update or something. Cause you're right, Vash. I'm looking at Twitch now, and I actually hit refresh on my screen, and it shows that it does still say NASCAR. I am so sorry. That is all the way wrong. Dang it, man. Yeah, I hate when I do that because it's so wrong. I'm actually gonna update that now, but appreciate you stopping by, man. If you're interested in NASCAR, I have a whole series of NASCAR races that I've done of the NIS series. That's on my YouTube. So you can see past races, or I'll be racing next Thursday. Usually I do the Thursday NIS race. So come back for that if you want. If not, then I'll see when I see you. I'm not one to beg for views or for subs. I'll never tell you to sub. I'll never tell you to watch a video. I'll leave it up to you. But yeah, I'm updating it just for the Twitch information right now. If I did this earlier, I always do this before I start the stream. Alright, now I'm hitting update. There we go. Oh wait, it's not completely updated. Alright, that should be good now. Friday night flight. Cool. Alright, how we looking? How far are we? We're probably not very far out. No, we're not far at all. Alright, so we're at 25,000. Chilling like a villain. I've been told that there's no approach controller in Manchester. Wow, it is busy on the ground. Look at that. We have ATIS, ground, tower, approach. Oh, we do have approach now. Cool. Alright, let's go ahead and start a descent. Put down to 16,000. I'm gonna go to 15, and we'll descend about 1800. We'll watch our speed as we descend, make sure we don't go too fast and get a violation. Yeah, when I saw you say flying NASCAR, I was like, huh? Like, I've seen it before, yeah, but not today. Lieutenant Carrot, what is up, man? Good to see you. Yeah, I don't recommend you try landing in Manchester and taking off again because it's a lot of traffic. Franklin, what's up, man? Good to see you. Demonic Perseus and another phone call. Freaking scams, man. You know these people. I don't know why they lose my number, man. But yeah, what up, Lieutenant Carrot and Franklin? Good to see you. Land at Daytona. I actually just legit like a week ago did a flight from Daytona, and it does have the speedway there. That is on my YouTube as well. So you should just go over there and just look at stuff. Thank you, Lieutenant Carrot, for the sub, bro. Scam. What's up, Calvin Jenga? Good to see you. Then I can say it's NASCAR. That's true. That is very true. But I keep my NASCAR and my aviation streams separate. Are we close enough? No, we're not close enough to call them yet. But yeah, there's some really good scenery for you guys who do play X-Plane. There's some really good scenery for Daytona International. It actually includes, like, obviously the whole airport plus the Daytona Motor Speedway as well. Yeah, which is the reason I got it, because I went to the Daytona 500 this year, and since then I was like, I got to get this scenery. I gotta get it. The new hybrid NASCAR with wings. Yeah, man, we're the fastest on the track. We don't even touch the track. Who needs grip when you got aerodynamic, or when you're flying? Our race actually went really good yesterday. I have to repost it. I got it downloaded on my YouTube, but I don't want to ruin the end, but I know a lot of you guys usually just skip it in anyways. So we got 4th after getting caught up in a really bad wreck halfway through the race. Struggled, we were a lap down, got a lap back, and ended up in the end fighting for a top 5, and I was pretty happy with it because I thought we were going to finish on like 20th or something like that. What's up, Mertuza and Sorry, good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. Cyanide Gaming, welcome as well. Yeah, hopefully they don't actually shut down the airport completely, because that would suck. Has anybody flown Jet 2 in real life? Jet 2 Cyprus is what this one's. Al UK, I'm good, man. Thanks for asking. Do I get bored? Bored of what? It has been a while, man. It's good to see you. Welcome back. Welcome back. They were promoting jet2.com. Alright, coming over the coast now, back into the UK. There is a TFR, that's what that big red circle is around the entire airport. Let's see, what is, are we close enough for the ATIS at least? Okay, look at them. We can talk to approach. I want to get the ATIS first. If we can. Yeah, we can tune into it. Let's take a listen to it. I will stop the music.
Manchester Airport, status information Romeo, time 16420 Zulu, wind information missing, visibility T1, temperature 11, dew point 5, QNH 1009 remarks, no pattern work allowed, flow control in effect, expect long taxi times, gate hold in effect, straight out departures only, multiple frequencies in use landing runways 5 left and 5 right, departing runway 5 left, NADAMS, event in progress, expect delays. Contact ground on 121.
Jeez, people must really like Manchester because it is crazy busy. There's a gate hold right now and long taxi times. Just request an approach, see if we can actually get into Manchester International. Let's see what happens. We'll accept any ILS. Thank you JKLBTW for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal fam.
Requesting ILS approach any runway at Manchester International. Virgin 5 is 14 nautical miles north of Coté.
Wow, that ocean, that little shoreline looks
Manchester International. Speedbird 497, turn right heading to
there's 15,000 by the way, people.
Manchester
Argenus Acosta, what's up? Good to see you. And Alb UK, have you really not been here since right before Global? That's a long time. That's over a year ago now. Glad to have you back, man.
Roger, Alpha Sierra Victor Alpha 063.
Alright, so we sent him a message. He did not reply. I assume he will. He's just really busy. We're gonna wait patiently. I'm gonna slow down.
Air France 90300 heavy is 22 nautical miles east of
We'll hopefully be expecting vectors of some sort.
Requesting ILS approach runway 5 right at Manchester International.
Proceed on course. Ryanair 71.
Etihad 16, radar contact.
Frequency change approved Etihad 16, good day.
Speedbird 497, turn right heading 300.
Turn right heading 300. Speedbird 497.
Take a look at the flow though. You see, most of the traffic they got out here to the south.
Line 177, turn right heading 310.
Turn right heading 270. Lima Sierra 791.
Shamrock 13, turn right heading 270, descend and maintain 4000. Virgin 5 is 19 nautical miles southeast of Manchester International at 8,000 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Manchester International. Virgin 5, expect vectors for the visual approach runway 5 right at Manchester International. Virgin 5, turn left heading 320,
What's up, Dylan?
descend and maintain 3000. Shamrock 8857, turn left heading
Yes, Cyanide Gaming. Every person you hear talking are real people. Every aircraft in the air are real people.
773 is 8 nautical miles east of Barrow Wally at 18,700 feet.
Traffic is very busy right now. There's a lot of people here.
Turn right heading 070, Saudia 13.
318017, contact Manchester Tower on 118.62.
Looks like they're landing to the north. I'm trying to decide whether I should just continue to the north of the airport or if I should descend, not descend, but turn right and go south, and basically get in line, which I think is what I'm going to do. We haven't heard back from him yet. I don't want to continue flying our flight plan. That's going to fly us right onto the approach to the opposite side. So I think we may have planned the wrong side of both runways in this flight.
November 862 November Juliet Heavy.
I'm going to turn, here we go. Left 050.
Heading 050. Descend and maintain 9,000.
050 and 9,000. So let's go ahead and descend, not descend, slow down. Oh, he hit me up like right in time. What if you nosedive mid-runway? You die. That's what happens. Yes, X-Pilot, the A350 will be here eventually. We're in the process of working on it.
Requesting Isles approach runway 5 right at Manchester International. Turn right heading 250, speed at 369.
Yes, ATC is also our real people, they're run by real people. Just like you see these commands here, ATC has similar commands, but to talk to pilots. So like they're not typing all this stuff, they're just hitting all these different commands. But as you can see right now, our approach controller is IFATC, IPP, Luke, and whoever that is. But yeah, that's honestly the best part of Infinite Flight is the fact that everybody's real people. No AI. I mean, AI would be cool too, but why would you need AI when you have all this traffic? Honestly, AI wouldn't be a bad idea though. Like AI would be a good way to feel like to make other airports that are not very busy or popular. It'd be a good way to make those airports feel more full. You know what I mean? If you were flying to an airport that's not that popular, or just like they're not the featured airport of the day, then you'll still have some traffic flying in. So we need to send down 9,000. At 050 and 9,000. I got distracted. Sending for that, we're already heading 050 on the heading, and descending down to 9,000. Yeah, I think AI traffic for solo would be dope. I think AI traffic even for multiplayer would be cool in some ways. If there was a way to program them to not get in the way of real players, it'd be cool to even have them on multiplayer. There's a lot of airports. I mean, just think about it. Usually, if an airport is not the featured airport, just think of your home airport, for example, wherever that is. If you want to fly there on some day that it's not featured for Friday night flight, or for one of the days of the week that IFATC is controlling there, it'd be nice to have some other AI traffic out there or something like that. Or even it'd be kind of cool if somehow they could program a AI ATC system for whenever you fly into any controlled airport, that there's, even if IFATC is not there, maybe you just get tower and ground to talk to. That'd be interesting. If I close the game mid-air, if I just like swipe up like with the iPhone and go to another screen and do something else, it just pauses. That's really it. It pretty much disconnects, I think, and pauses. Not sure about the disconnect part, but I'm pretty sure it disconnects though, and it pauses. So when you come back to the game, you continue where you left off. All right, Franklin, I'll see you next time, man. Thanks for stopping by. X-Pilot, where you headed to, man?
Alpha Sierra Victor Alpha 063.
Turn left heading 220, speed with 141.
Air France 90300 heavy.
Alright, we're up to 11,000 now. We should be slow enough to descend down to 9,000. It looks like he has us flying to the north of the airport. And what I assume he's gonna do, you see this, like, you can kind of see this line forming here of aircraft going from the final here to where Ryanair 71 is, and then Etihad 15, Speedbird 407. Those guys are all kind of lined up all the way back to what looks like Speedbird 141, and maybe even Ryanair 110 I think those guys may be in line as well, so we may end up behind them. We're gonna be vectoring for a while. All right, there's 10,000. We're gonna continue to 9,000. That right there is why I didn't do it. Look how our speed just jumped up. It's like 250 immediately when I went to vertical speed mode. So I'm gonna go 1,500 feet per minute. Our spoilers are off. We'll turn the landing lights on now that we're below 10,000, and we're 400 feet above 9,000, and that'll be all we need to do for now.
Request the miles approach runway 5 right at Manchester International.
November 816 November
ETC, etc. I don't know, what is ETC?
Turn
I mean,
right
ETE?
heading 050, descend and maintain 7000. Chanix 186, expect vectors for the Isles approach runway 5 right at Manchester International. Turkish 371, turn left heading 230. Jeddah, contact Manchester Tower on 118.62.
Manchester approach, Chanix 877, with you.
Virgin 5, expect vectors for the visual approach runway 5 left at Manchester.
You guys are not getting any kind of echo or anything like that on the ATC calls, are you?
Descend and maintain 8,000. Chanix 186.
Roger, Chanix 773.
Yeah, look at this, pretty busy.
Turn left heading 120, descend and maintain 6,000. Comair 0.
This is us right here, this little white dot.
Vectors for the Isles approach runway 5 left at Manchester International.
Turn
Oh, look what it is, EGNM.
Descend and maintain 6,000. Chanix 773.
Monarch
Look at little EGNM. Is this Seneca's airport? Is this where it is?
Airport at 6,000. Left turns. Do not
Is this the one that you've been begging us to fly to?
Chanix 167 is 6 nautical miles northeast of Manchester.
Well, we are here, Seneca.
3,800 feet. Request
You are
flight
welcome.
following to London Stansted. Proceed on course.
I am not using any yoke right now for infinite flight. I do have one, but this one is for my PC settings. Thrustmaster T1600, something like that, 16,000. I am having an issue with it though, because it also comes with this. Since we have time, we're just being vectored around. It also comes with this thing. So it's the one I got. You can either get just the joystick itself, or you can get the joystick and the throttle together. The price difference is not that big, but what I got both because I needed both of them. There you go. So this is what I use for my throttle. The issue right now with it, and the reason that I don't want to recommend it right now, is because I've had it for, man, it's lasted me a good while though. I've had it since I've had my PC, and I've had my PC for I think just a year and a half maybe. But my issue right now is this. I don't even know if you can see that actually. This right here is what I usually use for my rudder control. I don't use it for my nose wheel steering, but I use it for my rudder control because I don't have rudder pedals, so I usually use that as my rudder control. The problem with right now is when I have it, it's pretty much doing this for every game. It doesn't even matter. X-Plane is where I noticed it, but it does the same thing on DCS World, Star Citizen, whatever you want to play. But it's like glitching out. Like basically, it's just not working. And so I had to completely unmap that. And now what I'm using for my yoke, and you're gonna laugh. Not yoke. What I'm using for my rudder, and you're gonna laugh, is this little thing. You probably can't even see it because it's all black. There's a little. Yeah, you can't even see that. Okay, here. There's a tiny little like joystick type of thing down here. I don't know what to call it, but you can like swerve it around your finger or whatever. And that is the only other access that I have available to use as a rudder. So I've been using that, which has been extremely difficult to do. So, and I don't want to spend freaking $200 on a freaking rudder set. So I'm just kind of dealing with it right now. But yeah, so that's the thing. I mean, the joystick still works fine. I haven't had an issue with that. It's just I'm having an issue with this, and I've looked it up online, and apparently a lot of other people are having the same problem eventually. So if you end up getting this set, just know eventually you're gonna have a problem with that thing. And they said the way to fix it is maybe to like unscrew it and completely take like take it apart or something and put like some WD-40 on the inside. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not doing all that. I don't trust that I can take it apart, put it back together, and it still works. So I'd rather at least have a partly working throttle than a non-working at all throttle. Yes, I do have a Discord channel. If one of my moderators are in here, they could send you that link in the chat now.
Ryanair 110 is 7 nautical miles south of Braden Aerodrome at 9,000 feet, requesting radar vectors to Manchester International.
Turn right heading 310.
No, sir, this is expert server. Casual server doesn't even have ATC.
Turn left heading 310. November 5,
Connect what to my phone? The joystick? I just don't want to. I tried it and I didn't really like it. So. I prefer just do the tilt.
Runway 5 left at Manchester International.
Nice, we're getting vectored far out, man. Look where we are. We're 82 miles away from the airport now. Make sure he hasn't said anything. He hasn't said anything.
Turn right heading 150. Turn right heading 150.
This is probably gonna be half our flight right here, just the vectors.
Turn right heading 130. Ryanair 132.
Turn left heading 130. Carmair 098.
Ryanair 110. Turn left.
That's what you're hoping for, right, Seneca? That EGCC will close and I gotta go to EG&M. What is that anyway? Like we're there right now, I think. Right, we're right over it. Like it's literally off our right wing right now. So you talk about this airport every freaking time I stream anything. What is this place? Leeds, Bradford. You know that airport is actually featured this week? That's one of the featured airports, Leeds. You actually get some traffic at your airport. I assume that's your home airport.
Ryanair 110, descend and maintain 6,000. Speedbird 409 heavy, turn right heading 100. Turn right heading
Do I play Minecraft? I do not.
Speedbird 409 heavy. Springbok 01, turn right heading 130. Turn right heading 130, Springbok 01. Comair 098, do not exceed 210 knots.
Turn right heading 230, Comair 098.
So hopefully we don't get forgotten.
Manchester approach.
You're gone.
With you. Descend and maintain 6,000. Ryanair 110. Red nose 1119.
Low fuel. Uh-oh.
Services to this airport at the moment. Proceed on course. Red nose 1119. Turn left heading 180.
Are they redirecting people out?
Flight level 320. Turn left heading 180. Climb and maintain flight level 320. Red nose 1119.
Okay, we're still heading 050, 9,000.
Turn left heading 180. Climb and maintain flight level 280.
I'm slowing down because there's no reason to go fast in the opposite direction of the airport.
Speedbird 497, request frequency change.
November 862 November Juliet heavy.
See a bunch of planes just kind of flying in different directions. I wonder all these guys
November 862 November Juliet heavy.
What they're doing.
Speedbird 497, contact Manchester Tower on 118.6.
So taking the scenic approach into Manchester, the tour, Manchester tour.
Descend and maintain 3,000. Maintain 3,000.
I'm so close but so far. What's up, Zortex Gaming? Good to see you.
Shamrock 8857, turn right heading 330. Comair 098, turn left heading.
I actually reapplied to be IFATC, and I just haven't had time to do the test.
Descend and maintain 8,000.
They sent me the test, and I just haven't done it. Hopefully the test doesn't expire. Because he sent it to me probably 2 weeks ago now, and I just haven't been able to do it. Off top, what's up, man? You're right behind me. What is your call sign?
American 707 is 11 nautical miles west of Barrow Walney at 39,000 feet, requesting flight following to London Heathrow.
Anybody tell me how many arrivals are coming into Manchester right now?
Descend and maintain 4,000. Maintain 4,000 until established on the localizer. Clear dials runway 5 right approach. Bravo Alpha Victor Alpha 283, turn left heading 310.
Turn right heading 270, Speedbird 141.
Speedbird 409 heavy.
And this is exactly why you pack extra fuel. We're like 48%. We're good. We could go for 5 hours.
Shuttle 1402, descend and maintain 6,000.
And we're now 100 miles out. If he keeps vectoring us any farther, we're not going to even be able to contact approach. We're too far out of range.
Do not exceed 180 knots. Time 098.
Yeah, I feel like they've forgotten about me too.
184. Expect vectors for the Isles approach runway 5 left at Manchester International. Jersey 1425. Turn left heading 050. Descend and maintain 6,000.
Like, we're only 9,000 feet. It's weird that he sent us down to 9,000 and then he sent us way out here. So when he gave me the vector to go 9,000, I assumed, okay, cool, we're gonna start getting vectors for the approach.
Shuttle 1402, turn left heading 230. Alpha Sierra Victor Alpha 063, turn left heading 220. Springbok 01, turn right heading 180.
We're almost,
turn left heading 350.
or soon, actually we're almost on the other side of the UK. Yeah, I can see the ocean.
0808. Descend and maintain 4,000, speed of 369.
Jersey 1425, turn right.
We'll see. I like to not press the issue to see how long they'll forget about us, if they actually did forget about us, because this is a live stream and it's being recorded.
Manchester approach, Comair 926, with you. Speedbird 1394, turn right heading 030, descend and maintain 9,000.
Roger, Ryanair 794. Turn right heading 020, descend and maintain 9,000. Ryanair 794.
And we're 100 miles away, I'm checking in.
Ryanair 128 heavy, requesting climb to 14,000.
Manchester approach, Blue 116, with you.
American 707, requested airport is outside of coverage area. Proceed on course. American 707.
There it is, he did forget about me.
Turn right heading 130.
Oh, I can't believe he freaking forgot about us.
Requesting climb to flight level 200.
Tomjet 361 is 4 nautical miles west of Chirk at 22,600 feet. Requesting Isles approach any runway at Manchester International.
This is gonna be a while. Look at this though, look how he has this snake going around. It's actually kind of cool looking. Like if you look real close, you can see starting at Channix 186 to BAVA 283, it's like a snake kind of like swirl thing he has going on. And we're just way the heck out here, in the middle of nowhere.
Requesting Isles approach any runway at Manchester International.
Like I'm honestly tempted to divert and land somewhere else because I don't feel like waiting to be vectored, but that's just part of the process. So see where he sends us now.
Miles north of Croft Farm at 32,000 feet. Requesting Isles approach any runway. Blue 116. Turn right heading 160.
160, Blue 116.
Turn right heading 160, Blue 116.
So a cool thing that one of the guys in our flight group on X-Plane did is that he somehow contacted Piloted and registered the Blue Arrow call sign. So now when I fly on Piloted, I can go by Blue, I can actually have my call sign as Blue 116 or Blue Arrow 116, which is really freaking dope. I haven't got to try it yet, but I might try it tonight if I get a chance. So we're heading 160, we're still at 9,000. 160 is pointing us back kind of down to where all the action's happening. We're still 112 miles away from the airport. We flew right over it pretty much.
Turn left heading 010.
Turn left heading 240, American 0808.
Turn right heading 210, Speedbird 409 heavy.
Turn left heading 010, Turkish 3.
We were delayed for an hour at EGCC. When was that? I don't even remember that. I remember us having some really long delays into airports, and I always expect them. So that's why I'm not like surprised right now about this. I'm not upset about it. It happens. I remember though the first time that I was forgotten, it was flying into, I believe it was Detroit. I don't know if I was streaming or not. I can't remember. But I remember, I mean, Detroit is not that far from Canada, but you shouldn't end up in Canada when being vectored into Detroit. And so I was like well into Canada up north, and I was completely forgotten. I was actually, they had me vectored and forgotten for so long that I couldn't even contact the correct approach controller anymore because I was so far away. Alright, they got a new approach controller now. 11857.
Contacting Manchester approach on 118.57.
I believe I just checked in this case.
Contacting Manchester approach on 118.57.
Are we on 18?
592.
Was that 118 we just talked to? Mr. Hoover, welcome. On duty. I think we're on the right frequency.
November 584 Golf Alpha Bravo Yankee is 3 nautical miles northeast of Blackpool at 9,000
I believe we
feet.
switched,
Requesting
right?
Isles
I believe we
approach
switched.
runway 5 left at Manchester International.
Manchester approach, Monarch 318, with you.
Shamrock 315. Expect vectors to
1185, so let me make sure I'm on the right one.
Shamrock 315.
Sierra
185.
Alpha 1198 is 3 nautical miles north of Derby at 5. Quebec Foxtrot 10 Heavy is 4
Yeah, we were on the right
nautical
one.
miles
Okay,
north
it
of
just wasn't
Dartingford
showing up.
At 19,500 feet. Requesting radar vectors to Manchester International.
Yeah, so now we have 2 approach controllers, which is what they really need. They're probably gonna, if Manchester's gonna be this busy all day, they're gonna need at least 2 approach controllers running this airspace to keep track of everybody. Because there's a lot of people still, even like look on the ground, there's still tons of planes on the ground.
Manchester International.
Look at that line for takeoff of 05.
184. Turn left heading 080. Descend and maintain 3,500. Maintain 3,500 until established on the localizer. Weird Isles runway 5 left approach. Tomjet 361.
What's up, Daniel? Good to see you, man.
For the Isles approach runway 5 left at Manchester International.
It would be faster to land at Leeds and bust the passengers in Manchester.
Contacting Dublin into Unicum on 12.
That's what you would love, Seneca. I know you would.
Lima Oscar Whiskey Foxtrot Uniform Echo Lima is 4 nautical miles southeast of Wimbledon at 7,100.
And yes, it would be faster.
Radar vectors to Manchester
For all of us.
Turn left heading 160.
And I thought we were gonna land early today.
Monarch 318.
Roger.
Still probably gonna end up being about 2 hours stream. High fly, we're flying into a very crowded Manchester.
November 584 Golf Alpha Bravo Yankee.
Sierra Alpha 1198. Contact Manchester.
So is anybody in our group on the ground? Has any of you guys made it to the motherland?
Contact Manchester approach on
I hate how dark the camera is right now.
Contacting Manchester.
Like all the light in the background's getting the love. So when I block that right there,
Contacting Manchester approach on
Okay.
119.4.
when I block that, it kind of brightens up my face. When I let it go, the camera auto adjusts the other way. If I were to block that,
Aspect 655 is 10 nautical miles east of Turnhill at
I ain't worried about
31,600
it.
feet. Requesting visual
I could be over
approach
here.
runway 5 right at Manchester International.
I'm gonna get a light. I'm gonna get a light in here
564.
for the camera.
Manchester approach. Chanox 592.
Right now I'm just backlit. I'm a silhouette.
Tomjet 361. Turn right heading 290. Descend and maintain 4,000.
Manchester is a popular airport. It's funny that they said in the write-up for Friday Night Flight that it's very underused because it is a really popular and really busy airport. Maybe not an infinite flight, but it is a very popular airport.
Radar contact.
Turn left heading 230.
Alright, radar contact. It took him a while to reply.
Ryanair 674
We now know he knows we're here.
Blundell at 7,500 feet.
And we're still
Requesting
110 miles
runway
away.
at Manchester International.
We're not really getting closer to the airport. We're just kind of flying. I feel bad for this guy out here who has low fuel.
Roger. Lima Oscar Whiskey Foxtrot.
He's been. I think they forgot about him too because he was right out there with us off the coast.
Descend and maintain 5,000.
Turn right heading 250. Descend and
What is
maintain
my
5,000.
favorite livery?
Lima Oscar
New
Whiskey
Zealand.
Foxtrot Uniform Echo Lima.
Absolutely New Zealand, the black one.
Manchester approach on
11787.
Quebec Foxtrot 10 Heavy. Contact Manchester approach on 119.4.
Turn right heading 270. Descend and maintain 6,000.
So my question, since we're just chilling, and again, you know, whatever questions you have, feel free to ask them. Especially since we're waiting and all of that. Hopefully we have a good landing this time. But my question for you guys though is, what is the longest that you had to either wait on the ground for departure or wait in vectors in the air? Like, what is the longest that you've ever had to wait? I know all of us have probably waited like an hour. Why do I have to say intentions? I've been with the approach forever.
Blue 116. Say intentions.
Blue 116 is 3 nautical miles northeast of Brayton Aerodrome with 9,000 feet, requesting aisles approach any runway at Manchester International.
Comair 926, requested airport is outside of coverage area. Proceed on course.
If he tells me I can't land there, we'll go lead. Alright, that's the deal. If the airport shuts down and he tells me they're not accepting arrivals, we're landing at leads.
Bravo Alpha Victor Alpha 184. Contact Manchester Tower on 118.6.
Cool gamer, you waited 20 minutes on the ground lining up on the runway. So you were on the runway for 20 minutes waiting? Wow. That's what I assumed you meant by that comment. Leon Kiwi, 2 hours with approach. Wow.
Blue 116. Expect vectors for the aisles approach runway 5 left of Manchester International.
Alright.
116. Turn right heading 270. Descend and maintain 6,000.
270, 6,000, blue 116. We get in. If we can get in this time.
Speedbird 1795. Contact Manchester approach on 119.4.
And down to 6,000.
Contacting Manchester approach on 119.4. Speedbird 1795.
Wish me luck.
Manchester approach. Comair 926 with you.
Delta
At least it's a nice day out here in Manchester.
Heading 360.
Turn left heading 360, Delta 189 heavy. Comair 926 is 12 nautical miles east.
2 hours at Dubai. I had to divert in the end with low fuel. That is crazy. How long was that flight leading up to that 2 hour wait?
Approach runway 5 left of Manchester International.
Nice, Jet Aviation made it in.
1198 is 18 nautical miles southwest of Colaston at 4,000 feet.
Holding out for a miracle, Seneca.
Runway 5 right at Manchester International.
Comair 926. Turn left heading 290. Descend and maintain 7,000. November 188 Papa November. Expect vectors.
Yeah, I feel like if you,
runway 5 left of Manchester International.
like if it's been a while and you've been vectored pretty far out and then you check in with them and they immediately give you vectors, they definitely forgot about you. So like in my case today, when we were almost flying off the east of the UK coast, and I sent in check-in from 120 miles or however far it was, and then like less than a minute later he replied with a vector. I was like, yeah, he forgot about me.
Descend and maintain 3,000. Monarch 318.
8 hours. How in the world? What were you? 8 hours to get off the ground or 8 hours to get on the ground? That's nuts. There's no way you planned 8 hours of extra fuel.
Echo Yankee Victor 189 is 5 nautical miles south
No
of
way.
Centennial at 8,300 feet. Requesting aisles approach any runway at Manchester International.
Echo Yankee Victor 189. Contact Manchester approach on 119.4.
Speedbird 860 is 7 nautical miles east of Coventry at 6,000 feet. Requesting aisles approach any runway at Manchester International.
Never been delayed. You never been delayed for landing. You have not been flying long enough. Cool gamer. I think my longest was I don't remember where, but I think my longest that I've waited for vectors to get on the ground, like with vectors like with approach, was probably an hour and a half. I think is the longest I've had to wait. But on the ground, probably equal about an hour and a half. I think is the longest I've ever had to wait on a busy day. On a crazy busy day. And where are we now in this sequence? We have a looks like a group flying in from the east as well. KLM, they're flying in from probably Amsterdam. No, they're flying in from somewhere farther. Yeah, 1,200 miles away. I don't know that airport by heart.
Descend and maintain 3,000. Tomjet 361.
Where am I though?
Turn right heading 080.
Turn left heading 080. Descend and maintain 3,000. Maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer.
Oh, what the heck?
Runway 5 left. Monarch 318.
Did I just change my flight plan? I think I copied their flight plan on accident. Yeah, I did. And so we are here. Airport is off our nose. Okay, I gotta delete all this stuff. I think I copied somebody's flight plan by accident.
Please contact Manchester approach
I'm
on
gonna hit direct
11.57.
and replace flight plans. We delete our entire flight plan. Now I know how far away we are from the airport, 45 miles.
Chanix 592, expect vectors to Manchester International. Chanix 592, turn right heading 270, descend and maintain 8.
Moscow, thank you.
Monarch 318, maintain 220.
Connor, you have to wait overnight? No way.
Present position of 5,000, left turns, November 528.
You had to wait 8 hours one time because a bird flew in the plane. Now I'm confused of what you're referring to. We were talking about waiting long on infinite flight. You must be talking about a real life flight that you have to wait. Now that happens for sure. I've waited even longer in real life.
Heading 190, November 528 Juliet Echo.
Jersey 1079 is 2 nautical miles southeast of Wharton Aerodrome at 10,600 feet. Requesting visual approach any runway at Manchester International.
November 188 Papa November, turn left heading 180. Turn left heading 180, November 188 Papa November. Jersey 1079, expect vectors for the Isles approach runway 5 left.
I'll tell you what, the longer you have vectors though, the more you appreciate landing.
Roger, Jersey 1079.
Ryanair 674, turn left heading 080, climb and maintain 3000, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared Isles runway 5 left approach.
Turn left heading 080, climb and
Oh.
established on the localizer, cleared Isles runway 5 left, Ryanair 674.
I don't know why that happened.
1079, turn right heading 250, descend and maintain 5000.
Turn right heading 250. Descend and maintain.
Yeah, weather will make you delay a long time as well. I remember we were, it was actually in Brazil. I was actually trying to head back home, I believe, from Brazil, and a really bad storm came through, and we were the next plane in line basically to depart, and a storm was on the way in, but we didn't make it. We didn't make it. So we had to wait on the ground for the storm to pass, which was a fast one. It didn't take us that long, honestly. It was maybe an hour, maybe 30 minutes, probably more like an hour. But honestly, it was kind of cool. It was hot. It was really hot though. It was kind of cool sitting on the plane and like watching.
Do not exceed 220 knots.
Sitting on the plane and like watching the storm come through. We were actually on the runway. We were literally lined up for takeoff, and really angry looking clouds came up, and I was looking out the window. I had a window seat for that flight, and I was like, that looks like a mean storm. And I'm like, if this was X-plane, I would absolutely fly through that. But I was like, I don't think he should fly through that. And the pilot made the decision that I expected him to make, and he actually decided to not depart. And so we ended up taxiing down the runway back to parking, and we waited for the storm to pass. It was just really cool. I think I got some video and stuff. Speed up. I'm going 220. I don't know where he's sending me.
Turn left heading 080.
But yeah, I think we can speed up. I'm gonna speed up
Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer.
He didn't give us a speed restriction or anything like that. We just needed. But good looking out, my friend.
Turn left heading 160. Mandela
I was going slow before because we were flying away from the airport, so we don't need to go slow.
Do not exceed 200 knots. Blue 116. Turn left heading 260.
Left 260.
Turn left heading 260, blue 116.
Tomjet 361, descend and maintain 3000.
32 miles away. Good thing is we will get down before the sun sets.
Descend and maintain 3000. Tomjet 361.
You know what I should have been doing this whole time? Zafra, greetings from the Philippines. Good to see you, man. What I should have been doing this whole time is giving you guys a tour of Manchester. We were actually flying by Leeds again. That is off our right wing. I now know what Leeds is and what EGPF is. Oh man, if we gotta miss the approach, that would
Follow
suck.
instructions or you will be ghosted.
Saudia 13 is 8 nautical miles north of Ashthorpe for 3,000 feet, requesting IELTS approach any runway at Manchester International.
November 416 Mike Lima, you're in an active airspace. Please contact Manchester approach on 118.57. Saudia 13, expect vectors for the IELTS approach runway 5 left at Manchester International.
Manchester approach. November 416 Mike Lima, with you.
We're actually not far from Halifax. We're actually about to fly right over Halifax. That's gonna be on the right as well.
Maintain 2000.
Speedbird 564. Correct.
Missed approach equals go to Leeds. Yeah, most likely, honestly. If we if we have to go around, I'm not waiting back in the pattern again or in the back of the. I'm not. I don't think that's a good idea.
Right heading 260, descend and maintain 2000, Saudia 13.
November 416.
We'll see. We'll judge that if it comes.
Requesting visual approach any runway at Manchester International.
If it comes.
Mandela 1 Super, descend and maintain 3000.
Contacting Manchester approach on 119.4, Speedbird 860. Descend and maintain 3000, Mandela 1 Super.
November 416 Mike Lima, expect vectors for the IELTS approach runway 5 left at Manchester International.
Manchester approach, Speedbird 267 heavy, with you.
Turn right heading 270.
You had to wait 30 minutes to depart Manchester, and now you're on the way to Budapest.
Jersey 1079, turn left heading 170.
Do I play RFS? I think you're referring to Real Flight Simulator. I do not. I don't have an Android. That game is only on Android.
Contact Manchester Unicom on 122.8. Speedbird 267 heavy. Contact Manchester approach on.
Kadeem, am I also waiting for X-Plane Global to come out? I assume that's what you're talking about. Yeah, man, I think it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm interested to see how they portray Global on mobile. Is it gonna look like is it just gonna look like the PC version of X-Plane 11 on the global scenery, or is it gonna be like this? That's my big question. They haven't really answered that yet. I don't know if it's gonna be like photo real scenery, or if it's just gonna be auto gen like they have currently on X-Plane if you don't have any add-ons. So it may just end up being like you have basically X-Plane 11 X-Plane 11 out the box on your phone, which is not bad. X-Plane 11 doesn't look bad by default on PC, but it doesn't have like orthographic scenery like this. This looks really good though. We'll see. I assume it's gonna have 3D scenery, but we'll just have to see.
Turn left heading 080. Climb and maintain 3000.
We'll have to see. It's supposed to come out sometime, what, summer, spring? Should be coming out sometime soon. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out in June because of the Flight Sim Expo coming out. I wouldn't be surprised if their goal is to get that out by FS Expo. I would not be surprised at all, which means that we are only a month away from that. What's up, Luke, the plane guy? Good to see you.
November 416 Mike Lima.
Ryanair 4438, expect vectors for the IELTS approach runway 5 left at Manchester.
But that's what I assumed too. I assume it's gonna just look exactly like the PC version. Alifi, hola, como vai? Muito boa. Oh wait, no, we said como vai. We're going to Manchester. I don't know how to say going to Manchester. El vai Manchester? Is that how I say that in Portuguese? No, es tu vai Manchester, something like that. Can somebody help me out? Any translators out there?
Manchester approach, Charlie India Tango Yankee Hotel Oscar Papa.
It's so funny. We've been in this exact position twice in this flight. Hopefully we actually get all the way in this time. Here we go. Left heading 240.
Charlie India Tango Yankee Hotel.
Like as soon as I start talking about him, he affects me.
22 minutes remaining.
Turn left, heading 240, Blue 116.
Charlie India Tango
Is P3D better than X-Plane?
Expect delays. Please
No.
divert to nearest practical airport. Easy 1964. Do not exceed 180 knots.
Charlie India Tango Yankee Hotel Oscar Papa is 11 nautical miles southwest of
I really
Harrisburg
doubt
at
the add-ons are gonna
4,100
happen.
feet, requesting
That
miles
would be
approach
cool.
runway 23
I mean,
at
honestly, the
Manchester
thing
International.
that makes X-Plane and P3D great is the add-ons. Without the add-ons, they're still good. They're just not as good. Like, I don't know anyone who plays either X-Plane or P3D with no add-ons. I don't know anybody. Not a single person. Everybody has at least one downloaded thing, whether it's just Zebo or whatever it may be. Right, we're at 6,000. We're heading 240. We're on the left downwind 05. And we're out here all by ourselves too.
Alpha Foxtrot Kilo Lima Mike 004 is 6 nautical miles west of Humberside at 30,000.
Midnight. All right, man. I'll see you later. Yeah, Philippines is pretty late over there right now.
Manchester International. Expect vectors 4.
Go see, man. There's a lot of. I always mention this. There's a lot of competition coming in the mobile flight simulator world. Infinite Flight's definitely leading that. I feel, and still, people will definitely debate that Aerofly FS 2019 and the Real Flight Simulator and all these other newer updated mobile simulators that are better, but it kind of depends on what you want. If you don't care about multiplayer, if you don't care about flying around the globe, then Infinite Flight is probably not your favorite mobile flight simulator.
Air France 777, expect vectors for the Isles approach runway 5 left at Manchester International. Air France 777, turn right heading 360, climb and maintain 8,000.
Yeah, we're almost there, hopefully, guys.
564, turn left heading 080, descend and maintain.
Crazy, I was like, oh yeah, we got a short flight. I'm so glad we did a short flight today. I am so glad we did a shorter flight. I was like worried that the one stop we had was not going to be long enough for today. I thought it was going to be. I thought the stream was going to be super short. I was completely wrong.
Air France 777, Saudia 13, turn left heading 050.
X Ambience is a pretty good add-on. I think I have it. I believe I bought it, but I uninstalled it because I was unimpressed. But I see other people speaking extremely highly about it, like it's the best thing that ever came to X-Plane. I'm like, am I just not using it right? Because I'm not seeing what you're seeing. So I may give it another try. But I don't know, when I got it, I was like, so what now? Alright, down to 4,000. I'm gonna slow down again.
Bravo Alpha 881
Oh, no, don't turn.
miles northeast of Chester Hawarden at 4,700 feet.
Might
Requesting
just slow
visual
down
approach
here.
any runway at Manchester International.
Actually, we can speed up. That's fine. We can go back to 240 now. We're good there.
Runway 5 left at Manchester International.
Roger. Bravo
Curter, you
Alpha
lost your
817.
phone for Infinite Flight. Rip, dang, man.
Mike 011 heavy is 6 nautical miles
Still
west
waiting,
of
yes, sir.
Humberside at 13,100 feet. Requesting Isles approach any runway at Manchester International.
You're lucky I haven't got a second phone call.
Turn right heading 290.
Emergency fuel 5 minutes. Speedbird 286, you ain't gonna make it, my friend. Where is he at? Where is he at? Speedbird 286. Oh, he's behind us. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he ain't gonna make it. Because I'm not even gonna be there. It's gonna be like 10 minutes before we get there. I'm not even gonna land in 10 minutes. He's absolutely not gonna make it if you only have 5 minutes of fuel. What is he flying? He is flying
Easy 1964. Climb and maintain 5,000. Climb and
Am I
maintain
missing something?
5,000. Easy 1964.
Come on, Airbus A320.
079. Descend and maintain 3,000. Saudia 13. Contact Manchester Tower on 118.
Look at his flight track. So he went.
Turn left heading 190.
Contact in Manchester.
He started off in London.
1.62, Saudia 13.
He got vectored that way and then that way, and then he got forgot about because he was the one that was who was out there with us. Jesus. Left heading 150 down to 3,000. Roger.
Turn left, heading 150, descend and maintain 3,000, Blue 116.
Contact in Edinburgh Uniform 1122.8, Jazzy 1304.
Lufthansa 490 is 14
All right.
nautical miles north
I
of
feel an
Barking,
approach coming
40,000
on.
feet. Requesting aisles approach any runway at Manchester
Alright, go away.
International.
How do I get rid of that track?
Jersey 1079.
Rid of it.
Turn
I don't know how to
left
get rid of it.
heading
Oh, well.
080. Descend and maintain 3000. Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer.
I did actually
Aisles
have 2
runway
phone
5
calls,
left
yeah.
approach. Lufthansa 490. Expect vectors for the aisles approach runway 5 left at Manchester.
Yeah, I may have to get, I don't know, maybe I'll give it another try.
Turn left heading
I've heard so many good things about it. I don't know. I haven't seen anything that makes me like, oh my god, it looks amazing, like I need to get it. So I'm pretty happy with how my sim looks. Do not exceed 210 knots.
Do not exceed 210 knots, Blue 116.
November 528 Juliet Echo. Do not exceed 200 knots.
Alright, we're on the left base. Let's get ready to land.
Do not exceed 190 knots.
Do not exceed 200 knots.
Does it say that?
528
On this
Juliet
plane? What does it say? 222 kilos luggage around.
86. Frequency change approved. Goodbye.
Do not exceed 190 knots.
Oh, I see it.
592.
22 kilograms of bag around. I don't speak in kilograms, so I assume that that's significant to somebody somewhere. Alright, let's get ready to land.
Turn right heading 250. Channel 592.
Manchester approach.
Tap outside the red circle. Oh, I did it. Thank you.
Turn right heading 010.
Emirates 050 is 4 nautical miles northeast of Manchester International at 2,500 feet.
Jack, this is your favorite airline and your home airport?
Right heading 010. Easy 1964. Air France 777. Please follow instructions. Emirates 050. Proceed on course to London Stansted.
Yeah, I remember downloading X Ambience. I don't know. Again, I just don't know. I have to try it again, I guess.
Proceed on course.
Right now, I'm just using ultra weather.
Blue 116. Maintain 230 knots.
Alright, now I have to go faster.
Do not exceed 200 knots. Jersey 107.
Maintain 230 knots for Gilbert, Blue 116.
Alright, so he wants 230 or greater? We'll go 235.
Turn right heading 240.
Did Speedbird make it? Is he still out there?
Emirates
Oh no, he's
050. Contact London
diverting. Look at him. He doesn't have enough fuel to
122.8.
make it.
Alpha
He's gonna
Foxtrot
divert,
Kilo
looks
Lima
like.
Mike 173 Heavy. Expect vectors for the aisles approach runway 5 left at Manchester International.
48.5 pounds. That's like normal. That doesn't sound special.
Alpha Foxtrot Kilo Lima Mike 173 Heavy. Turn right heading 310. Descend and maintain 8,000.
Alright, so the airport is off our left.
Jersey
Manchester.
10, Blue
Here we go.
116. Turn
Left heading 080, descend and maintain 2000, maintain 2000 until established on localizer. Clear island runway 05 left.
Cleared aisles runway 5 left approach.
What did you say? Listen to what? I read all that, didn't even know what he said. 2000. That means we need to turn. He didn't give us a vector, did he? Yeah, he did.
November 528 Juliet Echo. Turn left
Said
heading 150.
80.
Manchester approach. Speed with 069.
Alright, descending down 2000, heading 080 and heading until established on localizer runway
Turn left heading
0
150.
to left.
528 Juliet Echo.
Air France 777.
Or 05
Descend and
left.
maintain 5,000.
Yeah,
Qatar
05.
250 is 10 nautical miles east of Warden Aerodrome at 13,000 feet. Requesting aisles approach any runway at Manchester International.
Alright, we're 13 miles out. Let's get ready to land this baby. The right way.
Manchester approach, Channel 766, with you.
Jersey 1079. Contact Manchester Tower on 118.6.
Alright, so we're going on the left runway. The guy ahead of us is landing on the right runway. The left runway is the one that's busy waiting for people to take off.
Qatar 8250. Expect
Definitely use the
approach runway 5 left at
ILS,
Manchester
at least for
International.
part of it. And then we'll land it by hand. That's my plane. Contact tower 11862.
118.62.
Turn left.
Let's make a left turn here.
Juliet Echo.
Our
Descend and
final
maintain
approach
3000.
course will be
Contact Manchester Tower on
53053.
118.62, Blue 116.
Not yet established on the localizer yet. Perhaps one. I'll go ahead and let them know. Call it. Is it inbound?
Inbound on the ILS
ILS runway 5 right with
Yeah,
information.
call inbound landing on the ILS, runway 05 left.
Manchester Tower, Blue 116, inbound on the ILS runway 5
Alright guys, we're landing.
Information Romeo.
Zero cockpit.
Chanix 18.
We'll go down
line up and
230.
wait, runway 5 left.
Line up and wait, runway 5 left, Chanix 18.
And we actually
Starway
make a
13,
bit of a
enable turn left
little bit of a
and
right turn
contact
because we're not
Please exit
quite
right.
on the localizer.
Speedbird 860, number 1, runway 5 right, clear to land.
We have
Number
traffic
1,
right there.
clear
I'm
to
slow
land.
down.
Blue 116, number 2, runway 5 left.
How
clear
close we
to
are,
land.
yeah, that's cool.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 5 left, Blue 116.
We're close, we're like
Bravo
really
Alpha
close.
Victor Alpha 296, hold short of runway 5 left.
Hold in short.
We're
runway
very
5
close,
left.
guys.
Bravo Alpha Victor Alpha 296.
Chanix 18, runway 5 left.
Alright, so
clear for
desperately getting our
takeoff.
speed back.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 5 left.
170
Chanix 18.
knots. Here comes the
Bravo
glide
Alpha
slope.
Victor Alpha 296,
Wait
line
for
up
it,
and
wait
runway
for
5
it, and
left.
approach.
Line up and wait, runway 5 left. Bravo Alpha Victor Alpha 296.
Alright, that was aggressive. And gear down.
Manchester Tower, Springbok 01, inbound on the ILS runway 5 right with information Romeo.
Alright, the good news is we're on the
Springbok
localizer
01, number
and
2,
on the
runway
glide slope.
5 right, clear to land. Number 2, clear to land, runway
Gear is
5
down.
right, Springbok 01. Bravo Alpha Victor Alpha
Close to armed.
296, runway 5
Our
left.
speed back to about
clear for
140
takeoff.
knots.
Cleared
Covered
for
my
takeoff,
screen.
runway 5 left.
Flaps
Bravo
15.
Alpha Victor Alpha 296.
Plane is kind of, no, like just not stable. Like it says we're on the glide slope, but just it's not very stable.
Chanix 18, frequency change approved. Good day.
Manchester Tower, Alpha India
We're 3
Romeo
miles
Oscar
out.
1212 heavy,
1,000.
ready for takeoff at runway 5 left, departing straight.
Don't forget you can always go around.
Frequency change
We're not going
approved,
around this
Chanix
time.
18. Good day.
Have my
Alpha
word.
India Romeo Oscar
Speaking of going around, we're gonna get
1212
slowed down
heavy,
early
short of runway 5 left.
for that
Holding
reason.
short, runway 5 left.
Make sure we
Alpha
don't go
India
around.
Romeo Oscar 1212
2
heavy.
miles. Slowly adding in flaps. Don't wanna upset the plane too much. He is on the ground.
Bravo Alpha Victor
Runway
Alpha
is clear.
296, frequency change approved. Good day.
Frequency change approved.
Alright,
Bravo
calibrated.
Alpha Victor Alpha 296. Good day.
Speedbird 860, when able turn left, hold short
400.
runway 5 left.
Alright, gonna take over my controls.
Wilco, Speedbird
300.
860.
Pull up, my
Speedbird
gosh. How far back do I have to
860,
pull the
stay
yoke?
on my frequency.
Alright, we're gonna completely turn autopilot off. Oh no, 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 no. Come on,
Alpha
come on.
India Romeo Oscar 1212 heavy, line up and wait runway 5 left.
Oh, we're gonna have to go
Line
around.
up and wait,
We're
runway
gonna have
5
to
left.
freaking go
Alpha India
around.
Romeo Oscar 1212 heavy.
Alright, going around.
Executing list approach, Blue 116.
I'm so upset right now. So upset right now.
Romeo Oscar 1212 heavy, runway 5 left, cleared for takeoff. Blue 116, go around.
Alright,
Make
left traffic 05
runway
left.
5 left.
Going around.
He's
Blue
gonna send me the
116.
approach. There it is.
Blue 116, contact Manchester approach on
And then
119.4.
switch. I don't know what is wrong with me today, guys. It's like whenever I take the control with the phone, the plane just freaks out. Alright, let's contact our guy.
Alaska 287.
Turn left heading 230. Shuttle.
Executing missed approach, Blue 116.
Turkish 371, contact Manchester approach on 118.57. Turkish 371, disregard last message.
Alright, we're making left traffic, so we're turning left for a
Contact
crosswind,
Manchester
05 left.
Tower on 118.62.
Contacting Manchester Tower on 118.62, Turkish 371.
Air France 365, turn left heading 100.
At what altitude did I turn off my
Air France
autopilot? Was we like 800, 5,000?
116. Expect vectors for the Isles approach runway 5 left at Manchester.
Now I'm getting
International.
handed off to the other
116.
approach controller.
Contacting Manchester approach on 118.57, Blue 116. Manchester approach, Blue 116, with you.
Manchester approach, Air France 777, with you.
You don't know how bad I didn't want to go around.
Blue
I know, right?
116,
Gonna be a whole
radar
other freaking
contact.
30 minutes.
Expect vectors 4.
4. I've never seen that before.
November 528 Juliet Echo.
I've never
Contact
seen it only.
Manchester Tower
I've
on
never seen it say
118.62.
expect vectors
Air
for
France
dot and then not say the
777
rest.
nautical miles north of Manchester.
I've never
Harbour,
seen that before.
5,000 feet. Requesting Isles approach any runway of Manchester International.
Contacting Manchester Tower on 11.62.
Alright, if he
November 5
doesn't vector me to the left,
Air France 777. Expect vectors for the Isles
Off
approach
to
runway
Leeds.
5 left of Manchester International. Air
Oh
France
my
777. Turn right heading 240. Descend and maintain 3000. Turn right heading 240. Descend and maintain 3000. Air France 777.
it's so busy too. They don't even know what to do with me.
Descend and maintain 5000. Shamrock 210. Descend and maintain 6000. Descend and maintain 5000. Lufthansa 490. Alpha Foxtrot Kilo Lima Mike 173 Heavy. Descend and maintain 6000.
Descend and maintain 6,000. Shamrock 210.
Turkish 133.
Alright, so let's while we're waiting for them to vector us, let's debrief what went wrong in our last two approaches. Our last two approach attempts.
Turn right heading 330.
Turn right heading 330. Channel 7.
First of all, I came in too fast in the first place. Once I got my speed down, the plane just didn't really seem to settle down, even on autopilot on the approach mode.
Scandinavian 127. Turkish 1331. Turn left heading 310. Climb and maintain 5000. Blue 116. Say intentions.
People are getting on my nerves right now. You know what my freaking intentions are.
Blue 116 is 4 nautical miles northeast of Manchester, Barton at 3,000 feet, requesting Isles approach runway 5 left at Manchester International.
Blue 116. Expect vectors for the Isles approach runway 5 left of Manchester International.
Roger, Blue 116.
Blue 116. Turn left heading 300. Descend and maintain 3000.
Turn left, heading
Left 300 down to 3,000.
Descend and maintain 3,000, Blue 116.
See, how many planes are we going to be behind now?
Turn left heading 080.
Wow, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planes in the final.
On the localizer. Cleared Isles runway 5 left.
There's two other planes on the left downwind.
Requesting descent to 5,000.
Turn left heading 080. Climb and maintain 3,000. Maintain 3,000.
I don't know, maybe I'm incorrect, but I just assumed that they would know what my intentions were, since I had just got passed off by a controller who said expect vectors for 05 left. So I just thought that they would communicate with each other that they,
Do not exceed 200 knots. Speed with 1349.
Turkish 1331.
Meanwhile, you have taken your dog out and ate lunch. Yeah, I know.
777 is 1 nautical mile southwest of Haydock Park at 3,400 feet. Westing Isles approach runway 5 left at Manchester International.
Turn left heading 220, Alpha Foxtrot Kilo Lima.
Stagger the flaps and speed on the 77, not put flaps all down at once. That's what I thought I did. But I mean, I'll be even more sensitive to making sure that I do that. But that's what I thought that I did. I didn't put all my flaps down at once.
356. Roger.
Jersey 356 is 6 nautical miles northeast of Manchester.
Blue 116. Climb and maintain 4,000.
Now we're climbing.
Jersey 3.
Climb and maintain 4,000, Blue 116.
Proceed on course. Jersey 356.
Jersey 356. Contact Nuclear Unicom on 122.8.
Are we like heavy
Mercury
or
1 is 2
something?
nautical miles north of Rathwood Inton at 23,700 feet. Requesting Isles approach any runway at Manchester International.
Oh, we're good.
Contacting Nuclear Unicom on 122.8. Jersey 356.
We should get vectors to the left here soon. Zach Rudder, what's up, man? Happy birthday. And thanks for stopping by and spending your birthday here on the Blue Game stream, going around over and over.
Janet's 879. Contact Manchester Tower on 118.62. Air France 777.
Luke, how many times have we gone around? We've gone around twice in this stream.
Contacting Manchester Tower on 118.62. Chanix 879.
Speedbird 1349. Descend and maintain 5000.
Descend and maintain 5000. Speedbird 1349. Manchester approach, easy 210, with you.
Easy 1964. Turn right heading 120.
Lemon, what is? I don't understand your comment. What do you mean?
1964. Easy 210. Radar contact. Qatari 8250. Turn left heading 080. Climb and maintain 3000. Maintain 3000.
Alright, I hear you, Aviation Madness. I hear you.
Cleared aisles, runway 5 left approach.
Oh,
Air France 777 is 59.
Thank you guys for catching that. I thought I put it at 4,000, but I guess it slipped past it.
Approach runway 5 left at Manchester International.
Turn left heading 080. Climb and maintain.
Appreciate that. Who pointed that out? Infinite Flight 003. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I actually missed that. Yeah, I thought that I had it at 4,000. I had 4,500. And I think we all deserve to see the smoothest landing ever on this flight now that we've gone around twice. Mr. R, what's up, man? Appreciate the compliments. And you are very welcome, Zach Ritter. Enjoy your birthday, man. Have a great day. I just want to land. I just want to land.
Turn left heading 150. Descend and maintain 3000. Easy 210. Expect vectors.
Oh god, now we're far again.
Runway 5 left at Manchester International. Easy 210. Turn left heading 260. Descend and maintain 5000.
Manchester approach. Bravo Alpha Victor Alpha 278. With you.
November 46 Delta Echo Super. Expect vectors for the Isles approach.
Man,
runway
ground
5
is
left at
busy.
Manchester International.
Janix 637 is 3 nautical miles.
Where is everybody going? That's my question. Like, where are you guys flying to? Like, are all these guys going to the same place, or are they? I mean, they did give us a lot of destinations out of Manchester, so.
Bravo Alpha Victor Alpha 278.
Yeah, we would have died if we would have tried landing on that. Tried landing on that. I'm thinking of not using the ILS at all. Right.
Do not exceed
Turn right. We might go to Leeds, people.
Might
go to Leeds.
Turn right heading 120. Descend and maintain 5000. Iran Air 655.
Where is it at? Where's Leeds at? Oh, it's kind of that close either. How are you vectoring me to the right?
Qatari 8250. Contact Manchester Tower on 118.62.
Shamrock 1810 is 11 nautical miles west of Chester Hayward and at 5,500 feet. Requesting Isles approach any runway at
40
Manchester
miles.
International. Contacting Manchester Tower on 118.62. Qatari 8250.
Speedbird 1349. Expect vectors to Manchester International. Scandinavian 127. Turn right heading 340. Turn right.
If I were
Scandinavian
to divert to Leeds, which a lot of you guys are wanting me to do,
Turn right heading 060. Descend and maintain.
how would I tell ATC that I want to do that?
Alpha 048. Shamrock 1810. Expect vectors for the Isles approach.
I am not based in the UK.
Manchester International. Blue 116. Turn left heading 020.
Thank you, Janix 76.
Turn left heading 020. Blue 116.
Easy 210. Turn left heading 240. Lufthansa 490, turn left heading 080, climb and maintain 3000.
That's how you do it.
Until established on the
Let's see, what
localizer.
how are we
Rear
looking
dials
right
runway
now?
5
We
left approach.
are heading 0 to...
Easy 210.
Wait, what are you?
Shamrock 210, turn left heading 150,
No.
descend and maintain 3000.
We're heading 020. That is still away from... Yeah, no, we're going to... No, we're going Leeds, guys. We're going Leeds. We're going Leeds.
Blue 116 is 6 nautical miles east of Walton Aerodrome at 4,000 feet, requesting radar vectors to Leeds Bradford.
Turn right heading 280, descend and maintain 4000, Alpha Foxtrot Kilo Lima Mike 173 Heavy.
We did a stream like maybe a month ago when I was looking for how to tell ATC that you want to fly somewhere different than what they're vectoring you to currently.
Blue 116, avoid sending duplicate messages. Blue 116, expect vectors to Leeds Bradford.
I'm done with IFATC today. I'm done with y'all.
Roger, Blue 116.
I'm done with y'all. Alright, we're free. We are free. Fly me direct. We are free. He just gave us Unicom. I ain't talking to nobody the rest of the way. We are landing this plane. Seneca, you win. You win. Yeah, they must be mad at something because he was like, stop sending duplicate messages. When did I send it? I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. Favorite aircraft is a 787, Luke. And if my mod is in here, he can send you the Discord link to the chat. And guys, we're going to Leeds now. Let's take a look. Winds 1-4. I see winds are in favor of 1-4. 110 at 7 knots. Elevation 681 feet. Weather looks not horrible. Runway length 7,389. Let's get this one right, people. No go arounds this time. We'll enter into a right. We'll do right traffic. So what I'm actually going to end up doing anyways. No, there's no waypoint over there. That's all right. Just turn a few degrees to the left. I'm actually going to come out of nav mode, and we're going to turn a few degrees to the left, and that'll put us on the right downwind. Runway 14. Let's go ahead and switch to Unicom. On here. Not on here. So we'll... Oh, we're already on it. Let's see. Where do I go back? I don't want to tune out. Make an announcement. Okay. Maybe we're too far, so won't worry about it. But plan is I'm gonna make a right base runway 14 is what I'm gonna do. And we turned a little bit too far. Let's go back a few degrees. My live flight track, I want to see it. I want to see it. Oh wow. Oh, I see it. I see it. What's up, gang with me? We're on expert server, man. Oh, this has been an adventure. Oh, that's hilarious. I gotta show you guys this. How far are we though? I don't wanna miss my approach by trying to do other things. EG display, there we are. Right, I'm just gonna show you guys this very quickly. Check it out, check it out, check it out. Move this out of the way. This is our day today. Took off out of Glasgow. That all went smoothly. And then we did this here, yeah. Didn't actually touch down, went around. and then crossed over the Irish Sea, and apparently flew over Liverpool at one point. And then we got vectored all the way over here near, I don't know what this is over here. Took us down that way, back around, down there, back up. Now we're here. So, anyways, it's been one heck of a flight today. We should have been on the ground an hour ago. All right, let's land the plane. Sending down for 2,500. Somebody's behind us. I don't know who it is. We want to go ahead and announce inbound landing runway 14 right traffic.
Bradford Unicorn, Blue 116 is 23 nautical miles to the west of 3,800 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make right traffic for runway 14.
Landing lights are still on. Miracles do happen. They do. Oh, that's funny. Seneca has been asking me for probably a year to fly to this airport. We have finally, I've been telling you, eventually we will. Eventually we will. And now look at this. We are making our approach. Right a little bit more. Go direct east. Yeah, that'd be a good intercept. ILS for runway 14 is on. Is this Jet 2's home base? Really? That's cool. Wonder what my passengers would think about ending up closer to where the flight departed than their destination. I know. Hopefully he's not going to land with us. We need some space. Yeah, so right now we're at 18 miles away. Airport is at our, what, 2 o'clock. It's over there in the mountains somewhere. Not sure exactly where. I've never landed at this airport before, like, ever, so. I know, imagine a third go around. I honestly wouldn't be surprised. I'm not having a good day with landings, apparently. Oh, Jet 2 operates a 757 as well? I didn't know that. Wonder what that looks like. Like, only certain liveries look good on a 757. Even some of the liveries that are on 757s, in my opinion, don't look great on the 757, because 757 just looks like a really weird long pencil. I'm gonna turn my map back on. Who'd have thought we would end up here? It's just been a very up and down flight. Beautiful departure out of Glasgow. Really enjoyed that. Had to go around in Belfast. Was supposed to do touch and goes today and didn't touch anything. We're getting close. We're gonna slow down. What are you gonna do, Seneca? Like, what are you gonna do with your life after we land here? Like, once I land here, like, it's done. You can't undo that. Like, it's you can no longer come in chat and ask me to land there, because I've done it. And you're here to watch it as well. You've seen the proof. So what are you gonna do with your life? Divert. What up, CJ? haven't given any of these views any love today. All right, coming up on the localizer pretty soon. It's gonna be we'll be 10 miles out once we meet it. I'm gonna try to come in a little slower this time, be a bit more stable, and make that right turn. Might be too much. I think we're gonna overshoot it. I kind of want to fly it myself, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn heading mode off, and it is my controls, and I see the airport. Very nice. Alright, we're 10 miles away. Go flaps 2. I'm trying to align myself with the localizer. We're still below the glide slope, that's where we want to be. Just to the left of the center line. Extended center line. 8.8 miles away. We'll go down to like a 160. Do that. And alright, banking left, trying to. Alright, we kind of overshot the localizer just a little bit. Bring some more flaps in. Plane is kind of there we go. Right, we have 12 knots. I'm going to turn the hood off. Try to get this thing recentered again. Having trouble getting it centered. My inputs are probably too much. Exaggerating them. 6.9 miles to go. Flaps 10. Now we're kind of drifting off even more. Flaps 15. Can't see it because that number's right there. Okay, there's the airport. Alright, here comes a glide slope. And gear down. Alright, I'm gonna fly it from here. Alright guys, third time is a charm. Kind of flew right through the glide slope, didn't really catch it. Let's go ahead and let them know we're on final.
590 is 5 nautical miles to the
Leeds Bradford Unicorn, Blue 116 is on final, runway 14.
Back on the glide slope.
Leeds Bradford Unicorn, Air France 4590 is on final, runway 14.
Leeds Bradford Unicorn, Channels 197, taxiing to runway
Alright, we're full.
14.
I see what I did there. You see, when I went to flaps full, that thing, it pulled up quite a bit. A pretty cool approach, I gotta say, Seneca. You've been bragging about this approach for a while, and it is actually, I will tell you, it is a very nice approach. I like it when the approach goes right over the mountains like that. Gotta use very tiny adjustments on the yoke. That's what I've been doing wrong. One of the things I've been doing wrong is I've been making too big of changes to my yoke input as we are on final. You're a little low, but we're okay.
200.
Yeah, I'm gonna take control of the power now.
100.
They're on the center line, please.
50. 40.
50.
30.
There.
20. 10.
Oh yeah. versus green. We are on the ground, people. 2 hours later. Welcome to Leeds Bradford. Alright, manual braking. I'll take this first one out here on the left. The suspense, I know, right? The suspense was real on that one. Whew. Even for me, I was like, if I have to go around one more time, I'm crashing this thing into a mountain. Very, very nice. Well, the passengers will not be very happy that we're here, but I am very happy that we're here. Red lights off, land lights off, as we cross the hold short line. He literally landed right behind me. Spoilers up, flaps all the way up. Nice. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that tour of the United Kingdom. I'm trying to think of what to name this this video when I post it. Should it be like tour of Europe, tour of UK, or scenic approach, or going around again? I don't know. We're gonna actually taxi to the left. Who is the plane, the TUI fly plane that's with me? Is that one of you guys in chat? Two hours and a half, and we still haven't even freaking watched the replay. I'm probably gonna keep that short. We'll probably watch it from a couple views. We'll take one of these spots. We'll take that one right there. Safely at a gate, maybe not the gate we expected to be at, but safely at a gate where we ended up today. Oh man, I ain't gonna lie, this is one of those flights that I just could not wait for it to be over. Alright, engines off. I'm getting the heck off of this plane. Beacon lights off, seatbelt signs off. Nice, nice, nice. Too many go-arounds, yes. Manchester Madness, that's a good one too, actually. Look, I like that one. Tour de la Go-Around. Top of the North. I like you guys' ideas. I like these. Go-Around Madness, Manchester Madness, Le Tour de Anglais. I don't know what that means. See you, Javian Johnson. Thank you guys who are still here, who sat through that literal madness. That had to be hard to watch. But all right, let's watch the replay because I gotta go. We are beyond
Scandinavian 127 26 nautical miles to the west.
Schedule. Okay, it's a back replay. Jet 2 replay. Seneca, you should be very happy. I dedicate this whole stream to you, bro. I want to say I appreciate you. You really have been around for a long time. Like, no joke. All jokes aside, you've been like supporting the stream for a long time. You've been asking me to come to this airport for a very long time, and I keep putting it off. Not saying I didn't want to go. It's just, you know, it just wasn't in my plans to come out here. And I'm glad that I finally made it out here, even though I didn't plan to come out here. It ended up being a good approach, a good landing at a nice little airport out here. So it's cool. I actually would honestly like to see this airport in my X-plane. I bet it looks really cool. But all right, let's skip forward.
Addis Information Echo, time 152.
Do the landing.
Leeds Bradford Unicorn.
And then we will get out of here. I'll get out of your hair. I'm getting hungry. I'm sure there's a bunch of work waiting for me. Again, depending on how the day goes, I may try to stream later, Formation Friday, but we'll see if it happens. We already went long today on this one.
mixtape, cause you can't kill me. Poison when I spit it. Komodo dragon, nerdcore royalty. Kimono dragon. Says daily and loquaciousness. No rapper ever born to rhyme.
What's up, Omar? Good to see you, man.
Oratory skills causing mad catastrophe. The whole crew sick, like Kubrick. Got your eyes wide shut for this apocalypse. Let's face it, I'm an awesome rapper. Post-punk laptop velociraptor. Never won't dumb it down for the mainstream fan. Cause the mainstream fan has lame taste, man. Yeah, I said it. And I'm flying over hurdles. Keep it underground like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. See a funny thing happen on my way to the stage.
Nairobi. I think we've been there before, but I wouldn't mind going back. I mean, it wasn't like it wasn't super smooth. Yeah, it was a little. It wasn't the smoothest landing ever, especially from that view. But it looked good from the inside. It wasn't the smoothest landing ever. So we kind of floated right there, and then just dropped. Let's do some lunar view, do some more flyby view. I didn't realize you were that close to me. Go to free camera. Wait, how was he on the ground before me? Or was that just like a glitch or something? Yeah, I need to get more space, Seneca, to download that orbit scenery. I actually bought it at one point, and when I realized I didn't have enough space, I had to get a refund. There we go. Oh, that's kind of a cool view. But I really want it. Honestly, I want all of the orbit scenery. I want all the different. I think they have a multiple Great Britain sceneries. I want all of them. Plus, I want the new Washington scenery. All right, one more time. One more time. One more. And if you're watching right now, go ahead and leave an emoji in the chat, and I will give you a survival shout out because you made it this far. So make that happen now, and I'll do that before I leave. This song was horrible. Al UK, thank you, bro, for surviving this stream. It didn't look that bad from that view, honestly. It didn't look that bad. Luke, Pro Games, thank you for watching and surviving with us today. Infinite Flight American Dude, what up? Matev's Travin, thank you for surviving today. Leon Kiwi, another survivor. I thought we did Calvin, but I'm not 100% sure. But hopefully we can make it back there again. But also, thank you for surviving this stream today, Calvin. I greatly appreciate it. Any other survivors before we leave? I am the... Oh, you're the Tui. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for flying with me too, man. And thank you for surviving with me. And landing with me in Leeds. Connor, watching since climbing from 10,000 feet. Thank you especially for surviving as well, man. Thank you very much. Alright, so if it's windy, it's tough. Alright, well guys, let me get out of here. I'm drained. This is a draining 2 hours, going on 3. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, you guys are amazing. 3 choices: give up, give in, give it all you got. Peace, love, and God bless you. I'll see you guys next time, next video. Peace. Jet 2.